to Inappropriate Bar Talk. My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony, and tonight we have a very special guest, everybody. A good friend of mine, someone who is a legend in this town when it comes to basketball and just being an overall good guy. Rashaun Broadus, everybody, in the house. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Don't be shy. Get up in that mic.
So, Jay Boogs, welcome to the show, my friend.
Who's
that?
Oh,
DJ
Jay
Boogs?
Boogs, what's going on? Showtime. All right, so I want to introduce my friend here. This is Rashaun. What can I say about this guy? The man, the myth, the legend, bro. He is when it comes to Milani basketball, where I grew up. This guy was the man growing up. I had the privilege of playing with him. I didn't get a lot of playing time, but I got a little bit. But I got the opportunity to play with him, and he's just been doing big things since then. You haven't stopped. You just kept going, and I want to hear the full story, man, and that's why we're here tonight. So we're looking forward to that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna hear Sean's story. We're gonna drink a little bit of beer here and relax, and just get into the story of Rashaun Broadus, the journey of basketball, is what we're getting into tonight. Yeah.
Let me adjust this camera.
You all right? What's wrong, Chris? You okay there, buddy?
Break time.
Okay. All right. So, that corner is not gonna. Oh, I see what you're doing there. I get what you're doing there, Chris. So yeah, Sean, this is really freewheeling. We're not like super strict. We're just kind of here to shoot the shit, man.
I'm here to shoot the shit with you, that's for sure.
All right. And I just realized now my hair looks really weird, so I'm gonna put my hat on. And what else? Besides that, we might get into some topics.
Yeah, we got a beer tasting tonight.
I know Chris
sure.
really wants to get into Game of Thrones. I know that.
We got to talk about a little bit of Game of Thrones.
Well,
Well, we'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
We want to interview this guy and see what he's up to, see what the things he's going
and what's
through.
next on the agenda.
But if you haven't joined us before, this is Inappropriate Bar Talk. We're live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Hawaiian time. You can catch us right here on twitch.tv/Inappropriate Bar Talk. You can also follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk and on Twitter at IBT Podcast. Check out our beer blogs, inappropriatebartalk.com/blog. And if you want to pick up some of this cool merch we got going on,
That's right.
I need
Check it out.
you can go to streamlabs.com/Inappropriate Bar Talk and find our merch there. And
That's
you
right.
can get, we got a couple of shirts up there, men and women's. And we got some coffee mugs and stuff, too.
That's right. Don't forget to check out our Discord. If you are a gamer and have a Discord,
Absolutely.
definitely check out our Discord. It's a lot of fun. That's where we are during the week, just kind of bullshitting around. And also, if you're a beer drinker, which I'm hoping everybody is that's watching this show, because that's pretty much what the fuck we do here, check out our beer blog over at inappropriatebartalk.com and get Chris's expert advice on what beers you should and should not be fucking drinking. Yeah, that's what we do.
What beer shouldn't you be drinking?
Oh, what beer? What beer do we give like a total just no?
Well, off the top of my head, I can remember the Ballast Point Peppermint Victory at Sea was pretty horrible.
That was pretty rancid.
I do like the Victory at Sea normal, but with the peppermint, it was just like gross.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah, I don't think that belongs with beer. That's for sure.
No, it didn't. It didn't go well.
Bartok, is that a glass of water? Well, this is a glass of beer.
And this is a glass of beer.
And that's a glass of beer.
And then when you clink them together, that's called a fucking cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Cheers. East Ficata.
So Philip Pines, that would be my father. He says, Milani basketball greatness in the house. Aloha, Rashaun.
What up, Uncle?
Yeah. So, guys, feel free to chime in the chat. Ask us any questions. We're Rashaun's here to answer your questions. But just for those of you that might not know who he is, living under a rock or some shit, I'm gonna pull up a little report that they did on him here in Hawaii, and
this gotta be nostalgic for you a little bit.
We'll
too,
go
right?
from there.
Is this recent?
From Waianae,
Yeah.
This is recent.
Oh, nice.
Lithuania.
Okay, cool.
Basketball has taken Rashaun Broadus on a journey spanning tens of thousands of miles. The All-State point guard graduated from Mililani High School in 2002.
He comes in and drinks at
still
our bar
playing
every now and
pro
then.
ball with some players you might know.
No, these guys.
Rashaun Broadus has spent 11 years abroad in 6 different countries. But the one-time BYU standout wasn't sure if he'd play ball again after college.
It was 10
In fact,
years,
after
actually.
his days with the Cougars, he started working on a farm in Canada. Then Broadus got an opportunity overseas. He took that offer instead of taking his chances in the NBA's developmental league.
I feel the European game is is more competitive, I would say, than the G League. For me, I might be biased because I spent my whole career out here, but a lot of those guys who play in the G League eventually end up coming over.
Is that your couch, bro? Because that's a really nice couch.
That's my bed, actually.
No shit.
I was gonna say, that looks like a
Oh, like
Headboard.
yeah,
Path to
headboard.
Europe started in West Hawaii.
Nice, bro.
I was
Broadus'
chilling,
dad never played
I was
sports.
in the spa.
But his mom
Oh, you're
and
at the
his brother
spa.
Right down the hall from Mellow
was
and
a
Jello.
star volleyball player in the Army. As kids, Rashaun's mother took him and his brother with her when she played volleyball. Then one day, they just picked up basketball.
Every time she goes to the gym to play ball,
Ooh, look at those handles.
me and my brother would go and we'd be having our basketball and our baseball club with us. We both fell in love with the game, and we just challenged each
Hey,
other.
JR.
every day, And go to every quarter across the island. And, we're leaving from Wyandotte, going all the way downtown to play at UH. Sometimes just to find some ball. We'd do that from right after school until the lights go out.
Yes, Broadus still has family in Hawaii, and he makes sure he gets back here at least once a year.
I have to go back home every summer. It's like to recharge my batteries and be around my people. Everybody who I grew up around, and my family, all my cousins are still there. My majority of them on my NI side.
Rashaun's played overseas against Iolani grad Derek Lowe and former Rainbow Warriors like Carl English. This year, though, will be Broadus' last professionally, but it may have been one of the most interesting. He played on the same team as LiAngelo and LaMelo
I definitely
Ball.
got some questions about this.
10 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll come back at 6 o'clock, most likely during the evenings. Twice a day, every day, minus game days, of course. And the boys are always in the gym at least an hour early, and they're lifting weights, and they're getting up extra shots.
way out there. Holy.
For the rest
That
of
was
the team
deep.
gets in there.
Yeah.
He got
After
range.
the practice is finished,
shoot
morning
that
and nighttime. We are having some guys doing sprints, doing a bunch of conditioning drills and getting up more shots.
He also got close with their dad, LeVar, who often plays villain in the media. But Rashaun says it's just an act.
They're all hard workers, even the bar. And just with all the negative stuff that you hear in the media, it just makes me laugh at all that stuff because, everybody else in the world they have no idea what's going on over here. Every time I talk to LeVar, he laughs about all the stuff. He's like, Sean, you see this stuff that
He's a cool dude,
on
man.
TV. Yeah,
Very genuine.
I'd like to have him on the show one day.
Oh, man.
He'd be interesting.
Pro ball, but he is ready to start settling down in one place with his wife and 3 kids. He's also starting up a basketball training business.
Chris
called
just dropped his
Prep
microphone.
Basketball training, and he's also going to be coaching a high school team in Vancouver. We'll be right back.
Oops.
Right. Well, there you have it. That's a little background.
Drop the mic.
Yeah,
Hello.
you didn't mean to do the mic drop. It dropped itself, huh? You all right there, big guy?
Yeah, I
You
think
falling apart in the corner?
How did it slip through?
We don't claim to be professionals at what we do. We do this because we love it. So that's a little background on Rashaun. He started off playing ball in Mililani in Hawaii, and it's not easy to get noticed on a little tiny rock in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Hawaii's not really known for basketball either.
I mean,
It's growing now.
it's
Is
growing,
it?
but
It's definitely growing.
yeah, but back when we were in high school, I mean, they were having websites. I mean, I remember when that basketball phenom website came out, like where it had like all the people rated like throughout the country. Like Hawaii didn't even get like
Street and
anybody.
Smith's magazine. And
Yeah.
all those different.
But it took a while. But I think nowadays we're definitely getting noticed more for sports, especially in like football, basketball. Slowly, it's just we don't have a lot of big, like tall, like as far as like guards and stuff. We're not very tall in Hawaii. A lot of Asian culture, so we don't get looked at very often. But because of the military and stuff, there's a lot big mixing pot. Everybody's kind of, I guess we'll say, interbreeding together and just making giant babies from all different cultures, which is great. But yeah, it takes an extra effort, I guess, for the mainland and the other countries to come out into the Middle Pacific to actually scout players and stuff like that. So it's sad that back in the day it was harder, but now it's getting better. So that's, I guess, the main thing.
I mean, there was a lot of talent when you guys were playing. I would say, like with Derek Lowe,
Oh, yeah.
and
Bobby
those
Nash.
guys, Bobby Nash, and-
Julian Sansley.
yeah, there was like there was a lot of talent during that time. Like, and there were actually tall guys who
Yeah.
could actually dunk
sure.
the ball. So
Sure.
it was
Francis.
yeah. So there were athletes.
I
when
loved
you
it
guys were
that
playing, for
though
sure.
that on our team. So Rashaun was like, well, you're starting shooting guard, right?
Yeah, because
Gary was the point guard.
Yeah.
And then we had Andrew Min on the wing.
Andrew Min
And then it was Kaipo and Trey. That was basically like our starters. And shout outs to all you guys if you guys were watching, man. What's up?
Definitely.
Dude, it's been a while since I've seen some of those guys, but we got this interview set up because basically you're in town and we just happened to all meet up in my house and watch the Warriors game the other day.
Yes, thank you.
And dude, it was such a good time. I was like, dude, you got to come on the show and we're gonna do the same thing basically. But no, I was talking to Rashaun and he was telling me a story. And I was like, dude, I really want. Like, I think it's a cool story. Like, I'd love you to come on the show and tell it. So I'm trying to just kind of figure out a jumping off point. And so what I'll do, I guess, right now, we're vertically challenged in Hawaii. We got good ballers, just not tall enough. Yeah.
Wish it was a little bit
taller. Yeah.
But you got guys like Nate Robinson and Isaiah Thomas.
That's true.
Like they
it
still
doesn't
put
size.
in work too.
Yeah, size don't matter. Those guys
Definitely.
are showing.
If you can hoop, like people will find you if you could hoop.
That's true.
It doesn't matter where you're at. There's guys being looked at now, which is crazy all over the world. Coming to the NBA. Like,
right.
I mean, the guys like the Greek Freak.
Right.
Know what I mean, like
right.
So
I mean, that guy's a freak, like a physical specimen. He's not like a LeBron, but he's just. His wingspan and his hand size is ridiculous. Like, it's
You ever
crazy.
see Shaq palming a basketball? It's like, looks so tiny.
Dude, Giannis's hands, I think, are bigger than Shaq's hands, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure. But I want to show Rashaun. I dug up some, like I was telling you earlier, we dug up some high school clips, courtesy of Brandon Fidel. Thank you, bud, if you're out there watching. So we're going to put those on. And for some reason, I don't know, the sound wasn't playing right. So if it doesn't play right, I apologize. But just watch
it from VHSs.
Yeah, from VHS. So Rashaun looks tense. He should down that beer. That's got to be your brother, I'm guessing. That's got to be JR, right?
Probably.
J Boogs?
Probably.
There's always a freak of nature about every 8 to 10 years. That's true. So here we go. We're going to pull this up. I made a little clip video. Rashaun in high school, man.
Okay,
don't mind the
in
quality.
this time, like, nobody was dunking the fucking basketball, okay? Except for, like, this
Just
guy.
hold on a second. This guy can pull it up.
I haven't seen myself in high school. Not on film in a long time.
Doing the chest bang. Little floater there.
Super pumped.
Oh, I think. Oh, here's the steal. Tippy toes down the sideline for the assist to Brandon. Oh, here we go. We're moving along now, people.
Were you on this team, Tony?
I was, but I'm sitting on the bench. You can probably see me. I'm right here. Nice little pull up.
What grade were you in?
I was 11th, and this is senior.
You were a senior.
Rashaun's a senior. I was a junior.
Okay.
The Mililani Maniacs.
And one. Yeah, we get a little. We'll see the afros later, I think.
The gym used to be super packed.
Oh yeah, you can't tell in this one, but and it's super loud. I don't know why the volume got all weird. Nice spin move to the baseline.
I'm gonna listen to J Boog and take more of my beer. I am super nervous on here though. Thank you for having me. by the way.
We got the steal. We got the steal. And all the way to the baseline to baseline, bro. Oh, they fucked up. They didn't watch you.
Too late. Is that Kale Lestaita? Yeah, there we go. They had a squad too.
There you go. Oh, they fucked up. Here it goes.
I think I came to the game when you guys played Leila Hua.
Yep.
And it was like nuts in there.
Oh yeah,
and
we didn't like Lelahua.
Those would be some cool
And
rivalries.
there was one steal.
Check this out. So,
like,
you guys have a team? Oh, I'll just dribble through your whole fucking team. How about that? Behind the back with the layup right there. How's that shit, dude? Oh, here we go. Boop, got him.
something light.
There's the tip dunk. There we go.
Nice. The other team's just like, what the hell?
Boom. Yeah. So, yeah. Little something from the archives. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon Fidel.
No, Brandon sent me the footage. I chopped that up and put it together last night, JR. But I'll shoot you over whatever he sent me, yeah.
For sure.
And we'll make sure everybody collabs. I guess Kano's got a bunch of stuff too, but he was even younger than me, so I doubt he had anything of you.
What year did this?
He was a year behind me, so he was
Nick
2
Kano?
behind. Aaron Kano.
Aaron Kano.
Yeah. I think Aaron jumped on varsity though at the end of the JV season. They moved him up. Alex was up the whole season.
Yep.
But
I can't really remember.
I think for playoffs they brought Aaron. I can't remember because I know Nick couldn't play because Nick had his finger issue.
What?
I remember Nick White couldn't play the whole season. He sprained his finger and the doctor wouldn't clear him.
Yep.
For his whole senior season because he had something wrong with the tendon. His doctor wouldn't clear him, dude. And I still tease him to this day when I see him. Like, do you remember your whole senior season? You sat out because your finger. He's like, "Fuck you, man."
I forgot about that.
Oh man, so
Yeah, you got it.
Why don't we? Oh, there we go.
Ready?
Listen
He's
to Jay
working
Brooks.
through it.
Jay-
He's trying to calm
He's
the nerves.
listening. You're listening to
Is
your
that
big
my-
brother.
Is that my brother?
Yeah, that's what she said. Yes, sir.
Damn, Brandon made this.
All right, so stellar high school career.
Yes.
Lots of good times. You guys made it to the state
Every year,
playoffs
yeah. Every year with these
right?
guys. I believe your junior year with your brother, you guys went to what? You guys were third in the state.
Who was first that year?
And then I know your senior year, my junior year, we came in fourth. I think.
Was that the
Yeah,
Iolani
we lost
year?
to Kaimuki.
Yeah, we lost
to
Iolani. Yep.
Yeah. And then my senior year, I think we came in seventh or eighth or something like that.
I went to Puno, so I don't like anything Iolani. Anyway, so
Sorry, Derek Lowe.
We lost twice in a row in the OIA championships at Collar Hill.
Yeah.
the Collar
Collar Hill, I never liked those guys.
remember that.
DC Daniels,
Yeah.
Skylar Wilson, Ikaika.
Ikaika, Lama Francis.
Who else they had? They had a squad.
That's when he was
Yeah.
skinny. Now he's a monster.
We played football at UH,
Yeah,
right?
he
And then
just
went to the league.
jacked
Yeah.
up, bro.
Yeah.
That guy got big. I
So
used to talk shit like that guy was a pussy, and then I saw him on the NFL. I was like, oh, never mind. That guy was cool. I don't want him coming looking for me. You know what I mean?
I think his dad played football too.
Yeah, I think his dad did. Yeah, he was a big dude. I mean, but I remember
6'5",
Kaipo.
6'6".
Kaipo used to push him around easily back in the basketball days.
It was a good matchup. That's
It was.
that's for sure.
Those were intense games. I
Yeah.
had so much fun playing high school basketball. We had, like you said, the Mililani Maniacs. We had this group of all our older
They were amazing.
siblings and everybody that would come out and dress up like afro wigs and matching T-shirts. They'd bring the cowbells out and just be going nuts the whole fucking
my mom
game.
was in there going.
Yeah. It was good times, man.
Really good
and
times.
it would get you so pumped.
Thank you.
I remember we would run out of the locker room and we'd run into the middle of the court, and all the maniacs would run down from the bleachers, and we'd just do this big circle, and it was so much fun, man. Those were such good times.
Dave Tavares and them were the ones who started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, dude. And then Simeon, dude. We'll get into Simeon later, maybe. Hopefully, maybe we can have him on the show and he'll bust some raps for us.
Oh, that won't happen.
He doesn't associate with alcohol these days. He's a good boy now. I heard.
Sam's doing well.
That's good. That's good.
What up, Sim?
All right, so I know pretty much everything up until high school. Why don't you take us from there and let's start down this journey of basketball with Rashaun Broadus.
All right. After I left Mililani, I signed a scholarship. I signed a letter of intent to play at Western Washington University, and that ended up getting taken away because I didn't have the grades.
Okay.
I think I graduated like a 2.2 in high school. But Coach Bob Nash found out about that, and he had a friend who was coaching at the time, Trace Bevel, at Western Nebraska Community College in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. And so I went there, played there for 3 years. I had a redshirt season.
Okay.
And my brother actually played with me over there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys were always a good duo.
Yeah.
Bottom line is you guys had such good chemistry because you guys been playing together your whole lives. You know what I
sure.
mean?
For sure.
You guys could pass without, looking at each other, and you guys were always in the spot the other one was anticipating you'd be in.
just
You guys had very
build
good
that.
chemistry.
Yeah, you know where the person's gonna go,
Definitely.
and you just
Yeah.
We know each other's game to a
Yeah.
T, so we feed off that, right? And we were just talking about a situation today when we're working out with Derek Lowe. Shout out Derek Lowe. But we're talking about that, how we'll be in pickup games, and he'll be on the wing on the 45, and I'll be at the top of the key with my defender in front of me, right? We'll both look at each other. He'll judge off of whoever's defending him, right? And he'll see if he knows how to play good defense or not. But we'll give each other a look like and it means go back door. So go back door, I'll throw a lob, and then he's finishing with his
Can JR can still throw it down?
He can still throw it down.
Oh, okay.
For sure. He got to warm up though. Where's he at?
You can still throw it down, JR?
He'll still get up there.
All right.
He'll play like once a week, and he'll still give people the buckets though.
Oh shit.
He can hoop.
Man, that's one thing I could never dunk, bro. Like, there's just I don't get off the ground. Like, I'm built to be on the floor.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course. Nice.
Of course.
But yeah, that's why I always admired you guys. Everyone that could jump high, I was like, man, you fuckers are always up there. I just had to use my body and try to get low, push people out, you know?
Seriously, you only need to get like 15 inches off the floor and you would have been good.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Tony had a nice little right and left hook.
My hook was all that was it, but I haven't touched the basketball in so long. Like, I just started getting back into it, and it's depressing a little bit to be like, man, I used to be able to at least like do this without it hurting.
Yeah.
Now everything I do fucking hurts, man.
Those days are long gone, my friend.
We're all getting older.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you don't do it on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's true.
Definite.
So, okay, so you went to the Western Nebraska. You and your brother were there. And you were there for what, 3 years, you said?
3 years. I had a redshirt season, and then from there I went 2 seasons at Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah.
Okay.
And Coach Rose, he just retired. Congratulations, Coach.
Yeah, he was a good coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to UNLV, so I used to we used to have a lot of big games with them back when UNLV was doing pretty well, but
Definitely.
that's back when we were going there.
Dude,
they had a couple good years.
Those are fun times, UNLV basketball.
Definitely.
Were you on those teams by any chance? Did you play at the MAC?
Yeah. They had Lua Munson that year on UNLV.
Okay. Yeah. We were watching.
I had to have seen you play then at the MAC.
Yep. I played there.
How did I not notice? I must have been.
We didn't even think about that. We were pretty hammered.
Usually when we went to the games, like we were just there to kind of sober up before we went out drinking more. It was just kind of like
y'all went to college together too.
We both went to UNLV. So we were there from 03 to like 08.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been in that time span.
Guarantee.
I guarantee you, I've seen
Edmonton,
you play. How did I not fucking realize it?
Because we had some good games against BYU.
I was probably intoxicated
back in those days. Edmonton.
We could have hung out. That's why.
Wink Adams.
That definitely wouldn't have happened.
Oh, they wouldn't let you. Oh yeah, you guys are on the team.
Yeah, we're on a team.
Oh yeah, and it's BYU. It's strict, I'm sure.
Very strict.
Yeah,
very strict. There's a lot of rules. It's the honor code system that you got to abide by.
Right. There was some players that got in some big trouble with that honor code too. I think around that time, I forgot what it was, but there was something that was. Yeah, there was some honor code thing that happened during that time. You weren't involved with that, were you? Okay, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Hey,
I know about the honor code though. That's pretty. It's a pretty intense school. Like, did you have to go on a mission or anything like that?
Yeah. No? Did you have to do the big all the Mormon stuff and?
Well, you had to take. It was mandatory to take one class. So I took a Book of Mormons class. The very basics to learn about the religion. So that was part of the deal.
Okay.
Are a lot of the athletes there like religious, or is it kind of like half, or is it?
No, the whole school is probably like 98%. Maybe it's some ridiculous
really
amount. Yeah, most like that 2% is the sports.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. It's just the athletes probably like they're bringing.
But that's
in
everybody.
Yeah,
the athletes are the athletes pretty religious, or is it kind of just?
Are they just there because of the sport?
Yeah,
most of them. Most of them are. Yep, definitely.
What's up, Mom? How you doing? My mom's water girl, by the way.
Hello.
You remember Rashaun Broadus from high school? We just shown his awesome tip dunks, and he put his nuts in Trey's face.
Shout out Trey.
Shout out Trey. But yeah, so you did the B. Once you, I mean, was that your plan when you were at Western Nebraska? Like you were going to transfer to BYU, or that?
I didn't get to go to Western Nebraska. My scholarship got taken away.
Oh, sorry. The other. No, you said Western Washington.
Oh, Western Washington. I mean,
what was the Nebraska one? Was it Western
Nebraska?
Okay, Western. Yeah. So when you were there, that was your plan to go to BYU, or were you planning to go to a different school? Like, what was your plan when you were at?
Bobby Nash put you there. Were you intending to maybe come back to UH at that point in time, or?
It would have been. I didn't plan on it
Because he was an assistant coach, right?
Yeah,
for the team.
Yeah, he was assistant coach that time, and Coach Riley Wallace was the coach.
Yeah.
They came out to Western Nebraska one time, but it wasn't to see me. It was to see our shooting guard Ryan Thompson.
Okay.
He was a 6'6" Australian athletic lefty, and he ended up going to UConn. But
Okay.
he was recruiting him, and I just went a different route. Just different schools were recruiting me, so I just went a different route. That's all that was.
What made you choose BYU?
My coach Trace Bevel told me about the school, and everything that it had to offer, like academics and stuff like that, and of course sports is number one. But yeah, that's how I was introduced to it and to them, and they came to watch me a few times, and ended up signing. And it was out of them or University of Montana that I was probably going to go
Grizzlies.
to. Yep, Larry Kristoviak was coaching around that time.
Okay.
Because we got Montana's coach at one point. Oh no, that was for football. Never mind.
Yeah. You're talking about UNLV, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at BYU doing your thing.
That's funny, man. We probably saw him.
I guarantee I've seen you play.
Probably.
Without even realizing I'm watching you play.
Yeah.
And I could have been like,
Because
Rashaun!
BYU was always a big game. BYU
Yeah, we went
and
to-
San Diego
I'm pretty
State
sure we went to all
and
those.
Colorado State. Those were always like that. Yeah, those were some good years, man.
Definitely.
And then who was the younger white guy that was really good those couple of years too?
Jimmer Fredette?
Yeah, Fredette. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
He came right
Jimmer.
after me.
He was right after you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I graduated in 07, and he came in 08.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. They had teams too, of course. Jimmer's.
Is he still playing?
I'm trying to think
He just
back,
signed
like,
with the Suns, I think.
Oh,
I'm pretty
really?
Sure, yeah.
I'm really trying to think back hard, like trying to remember games we went to, and it's all just a blur to me right now.
I mean, it
Like,
pretty much was.
We would
'Cause
just get tanked and go to these games, but
we lived on campus, so literally we would
would
just
walk there,
get
yeah.
drunk and just walk to the arena.
Yeah, y'all seen a lot of games?
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
I mean, I was a
Chris
season
went.
ticket
Yeah,
holder.
Chris went
Yeah.
to all the
Yeah.
games.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so-
You saw some good basketball. Then what was the best team that you've seen that came through?
It was a year we had Long Kruger, and then we went to the Sweet 16. That was probably the best season we had
I think I was back already.
that I saw.
That was-
I mean,
that was
obviously the
after-
championship team back in like what 90, 91, 92 or
Are we talking
whatever.
about Larry Johnson?
Yeah, those Larry
No.
Johnson years.
My assistant coach Dave Rice played on that team.
Yeah, and Dave Rice
Yep.
was the coach
Okay.
for UNLV
That's
for
right.
a good
Yep.
amount of time too.
Yep.
He took over after Long Kruger left.
Yep.
And Dave Rice came in there. He brought in some awesome recruits, but he wasn't the greatest coach.
Really?
So
He's
yeah,
not there anymore, right?
Yeah,
better scout than coach.
I mean, he used to bring in literally like top 10 prospects every year, and like these guys were beasts, and they were like kind of one and done guys, you know. But yeah, he couldn't get the chemistry going with any of them.
Well, that's hard to do too. Like I always thought for college anyway, it's hard to build a chemistry because you have a lot of guys that come in and they're out. They come in and they're
Depends on the school, right?
Yeah, it does
And
depend
it depends
on
on
the
the
school.
coach. It's all about the
That's
coach. I mean,
true.
like look at
coach
guys
kinda-
like
the
look
coach
at Duke, look at North Carolina,
Cultivates the culture, right?
look at those dudes. Look at Louisville. Like
Yep.
they do that stuff every year, man.
And they
Kentucky
reload.
and
man.
Calipari.
But I mean,
and those guys, they're
like
like
Duke,
they know it. They got a system, and it's like you're in the system, you follow it. And
Yeah, but
you do
schools
it
like Duke
our
got
way.
like literally all the players in the nation beating down their
Yeah.
door to come. They got the pick of the pick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they pick of the
Great coaching
yeah.
staff too, though. It's-
Well, of course.
Yeah.
That's why people are beating down their door to try to get there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So okay, continue, sir. Continue.
where are we at?
We were at BYU.
Okay. And after I finished at BYU, I ended up playing in an international basketball league, which is a team in Canada. My brother played with me on there.
So you and your brother both went to Canada after you guys. Well, he didn't go with you to BYU.
He came
right?
later. He came later, but
Okay.
we both ended up playing on this team called the Edmonton Energy
Okay.
years down the road. But I played in the IBL for a team called the Edmonton Chills, what it started out as at 1st before they changed management.
Okay.
And from there, I went to Romania and Ukraine, then Lithuania for 7 different seasons. Poland after there, and Germany. And I represented the Albanian national team. So I've been, I've been out there for 10 years.
You can you play? Like, let's say, is it what for like Olympic status? Like, if you want to like on the national team, what's the difference between the national team and like an Olympic team? It's the same thing, right?
It's the same thing.
So you can actually play on another country's national team for the Olympics.
Each national team gets 1 import per team. So,
Okay.
So they'll end
Okay.
up, they'll give citizenships you got to get your citizenship, of course.
Oh, so
but-
you actually did you have to get your citizenship for
Yes.
Albania? You said
Albania, yeah.
Okay, so do you have dual citizenship?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I have I'm the first American naturalized citizen of the country of Albania.
No shit.
Wow.
Oh, that's fucking cool, man. That's really cool.
To play for the national team. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
How was so you went to the Olympics?
No.
No.
You have to
You
qualify.
got to qualify.
You gotta qualify,
Yeah.
So I played in the Eurobasket tournament with them, where we played against Montenegro, Slovakia, and Georgia. Georgia had Zaza Pachulia.
Right.
Montenegro had Nikola Vucevic. And then Slovakia had a bunch of talented players too on their team. And that was our bracket, so we had to win that to advance. And then eventually, if you keep winning, you can qualify for the Olympics.
Okay.
So
I remember. So when we were watching that thing that the news put together for you, they were saying that you chose to go to Europe versus the G League, and you were saying but they were asking you after you already were playing there. So like you said, maybe I'm biased towards the Europe versus the development league in the U.S.
Well,
At the
the G League
time-
is the developmental league.
The G League is
What about the D League? Right?
That is, it is. They
It's-
They just don't call it
it's-
the D League. They call it the G League.
Okay, they call it the G League.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
But what at the time? What made you decide maybe to go towards Europe versus the G League? Because at the time you didn't have the same bias that you when they actually interviewed you on that one. You know.
Well, when you're starting out your career, you don't get to pick. You don't get to pick ever, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
You know
understand
what I
what
mean?
you're saying.
So it's pretty much whatever options is there.
I got you.
Know what I mean, I tried out for a G League team, the Idaho Stampede, and I made it to the last cut, and they ended up picking up Tack Minor from LSU, I think. And so I was trying different avenues to try to get to my ultimate goal, which is playing somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if the G League was an opportunity, then for sure I would have played in there.
Okay.
If it was an opportunity, but you got to get your foot in the door, and that's the thing that's difficult, right?
Help you with the mic.
Thank you.
You made you talk right into the front of that.
Yeah, just get rid of it, man.
I need to sit back, but I mean,
You can.
You can
You
move
want to
it
pull it.
towards
You
you.
can might be
Yeah.
able to pull that back if you want to kind of.
yeah,
There you go.
that'll be cool. I
There you
gotta
go.
lean into the mic.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was your favorite place to play in Europe?
Germany.
Germany.
Germany was a beautiful country, and every game is super packed, like very professional league. It's an amazing place.
So they do it up. They do it right there, basically.
Definitely.
Like they run it almost like the NBA would be running the
sure.
show.
For
Okay,
sure.
cool.
For sure.
Is there anything in Europe that you wish they did more like the U.S. or and vice versa?
Well, as far as basketball.
Yeah, as far
or
as basketball.
As far as basketball goes.
Probably supply the teams with better ways to take care of our bodies.
Okay, more like trainer,
Trainer,
nutritionist, stuff
definitely,
like. Okay,
definitely. That would probably be number one. You know what I mean? And maybe have like meal plans or something like that, because that's how we had it at BYU, right?
Right.
There was this place called Legends Grill, which was like downstairs in the student athlete building, and they would give us put a few dollars on this card.
Yeah, your
Right.
meal card, right?
Yeah, and it's right there where we study. So we can just walk downstairs, and get a burger or something like that. And it was just somewhere to just relax and chill too, right?
Do you think BYU gave you better accommodations than most of the European teams
Oh
did?
man, in Europe it just depends on what type
Imagine-
of club,
yeah.
pretty much that or
Yeah.
league that you're in. That
Not everybody has the money like
Yeah.
a private university.
mean?
You know what I mean?
like you can be going. There was a video that's resurfaced. I forget what country this guy was playing in, but he had a video camera and he scanned the whole court, and he did it real slow though. But he scanned the court, then he was saying, all right, for all you guys that think it's glitz and glam playing out here, you never know where you're gonna play. And then he scans one more time, and then he gets to the floor, and then it's concrete. You know what I mean?
That's gonna blow out your
Yeah.
ankles and your knees, man.
You know what I mean? There's some places like that. Like I was telling. Who was I telling? I think I was telling Andrew Aki yesterday about Ukraine. Like it was so cold the first day in practice. First day in practice, I get there. There's ice on the backboard.
There's
Like-
no heating.
Oh,
They're just used to living in that fucking temperature,
they
man.
turned the heater on right when we got there, pretty much,
Oh.
to save energy.
So it's
everything.
deep. Hold on, guys. We gotta wait till we defrost
Yeah, we
the
gotta defrost the
backboards.
backboards.
And it was me, 7-footer Scott Morrison from Vancouver, and And we had 2 other imports, but everybody came in shorts, and after that, we always wore pants and long sleeves. Like,
No shit.
it was cold over there. Might as well be outside.
If you had so from your experience in Europe, if you had to take something from European basketball and implement it into the NBA, what would it be?
Implement it into the NBA.
Because the rules aren't necessarily exactly the same.
I like how you can steal the ball off the rim. Once it touches the rim,
Yeah.
you can knock it off.
Oh, so there's no like goaltending.
There is goaltending if the ball is going up and it's coming down and you.
But once it hits the rim, it's fair
It's
game.
fair game?
Game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fair game. Like then they can start
So you can
taking away
you can
game
just,
winners and stuff.
Yeah, you can just
Free
scoop it.
throws.
Oh shit.
You
That's
see all
actually
these
cool.
These athletes over there, like I had.
So that Kawhi Leonard shot might have not have been.
Somebody
It might have been
smacked it off.
swatted out.
Swat it out, so you gotta make it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Hey,
make
what's
it.
up, Jay? We got JJ Santos, first time on listening the show. What's up, man? Is that Jayton or not Jayton? It's either it's hard to tell because there's so many Santos and they all have J. It could be Jonathan, could be Jose, could be Jayton. We don't know.
It's Jose.
Oh, what's up, Jose? How you doing, man? I was watching. So when I was digging through the clips, it's funny because I can tell Jose just by the way he runs. He had that kind of like weird,
Yeah,
funny run.
stocky.
Yeah, I'm making fun of you, motherfucker.
What position was Jaden?
Jayton or Jose?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jose.
Because Jose was, I think he played like a small forward. He would come in for like Andrew Min and Trey sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad, man. I was just curious.
What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that follow button, by the way, guys. It really helps us out. So hit that follow button. There's a little heart. Just push that thing.
And there's this great thing called Twitch Prime.
Yeah.
Where, you get, if you have your Amazon Prime account associated
You get a free
with
subscription
your
to
Twitch
us, and we
account,
get paid.
you can give us a free sub. So if you're liking the show, show us some love.
We do this every week. And hey, by the way, we're only 6 follows away from our goal of 250 followers.
Whoa.
So hit that
Yeah.
follow button, guys. Hit that follow button.
What were we going to do at 250?
Oh, shit. Jaden or Jose says he's got Twitch Prime. So hit that subscribe button, man. Don't be shy.
And yeah, 250. I think we're doing a giveaway at 250.
Yeah,
too.
if we get 250, we'll do a giveaway. We'll give away a shirt or something.
Yeah, we'll give away some merch.
Yeah.
So.
Get your merch.
Get your merch here, guys. Get your merch here. Okay, so we're what time? What do we got on time? Well, we're doing good on time.
I'll drink.
Hey, there you
Thanks for the
go.
follow.
Thanks for Jose. We appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Only if we drinking tonight. Hey, that's on Rashaun. Rashaun's making the call here. He's the guest. I gotta make sure he gets home
Put
safely.
on the spot.
Hey, thank you, Mom. Another subscription. I'm pretty sure she was already subscribed, but you want to double up
She's
on your subscriptions, Mom?
5 months
We
in now.
appreciate it. I gotta up those badges because we have over 3 month.
I lost my
subscribers.
headphones.
You lost your headphones?
Oh wait, this is the problem.
There you go. Okay, so let's get back to the story. What are we talking about? We're talking about Europe. So you're in Europe for
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were in Europe from what 2008
2008.
2008 till just pretty much this past year, right?
Yeah, this is my first year not playing.
Okay, so how are you feeling? Not playing, like you've literally been playing your whole life nonstop, never took a break.
Well, I'll drink to
Hey, Jay Books, thanks, man, appreciate that. So
Phew.
how are you feeling? I know you still play every day, so it's not like you're not getting that play in, but you're not getting that league competitiveness anymore.
Yeah.
How are you doing with that?
Good. I'm doing really good. Like my body, I miss it for
Yeah.
sure. You know what I mean? Playing in front of crowds,
Yeah,
and everything
yeah.
like that, and the competitiveness about
Yeah.
the whole thing. But like, my body feels the best that it's ever felt. Like I used to have to stretch for like 30 minutes plus. You know what I mean? Before I can even step on the court. And this is every day,
Right.
Because there's always little nagging injuries and stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. But now all those nagging injuries
It's
gone.
finally got to heal, right?
know what
Like,
I
we were
mean?
talking about this the other day, and yeah, like you were saying, you never taken a long enough break for all these small injuries to heal, and now you feel like you've probably at your peak of your physical
Oh man.
heal health wise. Like you're not dealing with nagging injuries. Is what
Definitely.
You're saying.
Definitely. You're just beating yourself up every day, right? So, like, no professional athlete, I don't care what sport you're playing, you're almost never 100%, especially in contact sports.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? There's always something that's bothering.
And it's always the little ones that are like the worst. Too.
Yeah.
It's like the big toe.
Did you ever
or
have like any major injuries?
Yep. I had 2 surgeries. One on my right wrist. I broke the scaphoid bone, and my left knee, ACL.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are some crazy injuries that I don't wish on nobody. And to come back from those, it's hard work.
We both
sure.
had knee injuries too. Those are the worst. I mean, I feel like more than half of athletes have knee injuries. Like if they're at least they're like playing all the time.
My ankles barely work.
Yeah.
My ankles barely work, man.
you had what, MCL?
Well, I broke both my ankles and going for rebounds and stepping on people's feet coming down with my weight.
Yeah.
And rolling on them.
People they snap like twigs, man. The first time I broke my ankle was at practice in Mililani High School. It was the day before we played Lelahua my senior year. I go up for a rebound. We're having a light practice. Mikhail tries to jump over me.
Maybe, right?
Yeah. Grabs me. It's like basically I'm piggybacking Mikhail. Land on someone's foot with mine and Mikhail's weight. Pop! Ankle just pops. It felt like my shoe just started immediately shrinking, but my foot was just swelling up.
Holy.
Yeah, I was pretty much done for that season. Like I came back like at the very, very end of the season. I missed pretty much the whole season. Thanks, Mikhail, asshole. Anyway, but then I broke my other ankle just playing pickup games. I was actually at 16 Acres. I was playing with all the guys, and I came down.
Gary and all them?
Yeah, and came down on it and just pop. I was just, dude, instant like cold sweats.
Did you brace?
No. But now, yeah, I don't go anywhere without my ankle braces. Dude. And I got the Curry ones, dude. I got like the strap. I got those good ones, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, injuries aren't fun. So, but I mean, that's good for as long as a career that you've had. You've only had 2 major injuries. That's not bad.
Yep.
And they weren't career ending. You rebounded off of them.
Definitely.
And went back to playing, and you still playing. So, good job, bro.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's get a cheers for the least amount of injuries.
Oh, I need another beer.
Oh, we can't. It wasn't supposed to cheers with the.
I know that's like a sin, isn't it?
Jose had a mean knee injury. I remember that. What? It told me it was up 2 days ago. Oh.
What's that? Oh no, I'm good with these ones. Thank you.
Now, being in Europe, I'm assuming you drank a lot of good beers while you're in Europe. What was your favorite beer in Europe?
Oh man, like there's a bunch of different beers that I ended up trying that I can't even remember the names of.
Yeah, they got some crazy names.
Svitteris is probably the best one.
Would you say that again?
Svitteris.
Svitteris.
Where was this?
And this is in Lithuania. This is like their #1 beer, and that's I tried a bunch all over the place that I can't, it's different countries and however they say it, I have no idea. And there were some good ones that I've tried, but I don't know what they were. You know what I mean? But the Lithuanian beer, it won like #1 beer one year too. I forget the year, but a while ago. It's a good beer.
Must have been a good beer if you forgot the year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a couple questions in general for Europe. What was the hardest thing about playing in Europe, besides like being far from your family and stuff, and like the language barrier? What did you find that was the most difficult thing moving all the way to Europe and playing over there?
Probably the 2 hour. I mean the 2 practices a day. And
2 days.
2 a days. Like depending on your coach and the league. Like some leagues you play multiple games in a week, maybe 2, some teams 3, just depending.
And you're still doing 2-a-day practices?
And depends on your coach, right?
Oh, shit.
So and you might have a league where you play once on like a Friday or something like that. So you'll practice or a Saturday, and not Friday. Majority of leagues are on weekends.
Mm-hmm.
But and you would have to practice all week, and if you lose that game, you have to go a whole week and wait for another game, and and it's just 2 a days.
That's like,
rest,
and then that's like football when you're just dwelling on that loss.
Yeah.
You don't get a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
the 2 a days definitely.
Okay. What was your out of all of your Europe stuff? What was your proudest moment for you? Like what moment out of the whole thing that do you think back on and like, dude, that was my moment for playing ball in Europe?
Making it to Euro Cup.
Euro Cup.
Yeah, because after the NBA, it's Euro League and then Euro Cup, and I played for Lietuvis in Lithuania, and they gave me a shot at their team, and that was the highest level that I've played at besides representing the Albanian national team. But yeah, because my goal was just to get as high in leagues as I can.
So did they kind of run it like their soccer league, where they have like their league and then they have their Premier League, and how it's all kind of set up like that? Okay.
Yep.
So they have different levels of leagues.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool, man.
So it just depends on the club that you're playing on, but yeah, playing at the highest level possible, just seeing what that's like.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Like, I just remember, dude. I mean, this is just me personally. I wasn't near an athlete like him, so I would go after school and hang out with my stoner friends, and then show up at practice and get to play. But for this guy to like take basketball on the journey that it took you through your life, like that's an amazing thing, man. And it's like
It was amazing.
It's a rare thing. Not a lot of people get to do that. So kudos to you, and like, fuck, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm proud to be a part of that story. I'm a small part of the story. I'm just proud to be that little part. I think it's cool.
Appreciate you.
Who was your favorite coach to play for?
Dave Rose, probably. Oh, no. Yeah, Dave Rose. I learned a lot, man. Like, because before I came there, I was just a scorer. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know the other side of being a point guard, right? So he transformed my game into a pure point guard, and that was my position, a point guard. I was a scorer. So
did you know you were a point guard before he kind of put you into that, or was it kind of like you were kind of working between positions?
Definitely, like I've always tried to get my teammates involved. I'm a pass first guard, but if it comes down to it, I can get you buckets, right? So, but I love the chess part of the game, right?
Yeah.
Reading defenses and trying to break that part down, but then also helping out your teammate, getting everybody else motivated.
Right.
That, and Coach Rose molded me at that position. So Coach Rose definitely was my.
I think we can blame Coach Mike though for you for you.
He gave us freedom though.
Well, basically he did give us freedom, but I mean basically he was, and I'm not
Coach
trying.
Mike was their high school coach.
One thing I gotta say about Rashaun is he was very generous. He was always looking to make a pass. He wasn't looking to score first. He was looking to get people involved. But he was the best player, so Coach Mike was always like, "Get it to Rashaun, get it to Rashaun." So you're just okay. I gotta score. So maybe Coach Mike, we can blame him for that, for making you try to think score first. So.
Thank you.
Well, he's the best player on your team.
That's why.
Get him the ball.
Coach Mike wasn't doing the wrong thing. It's just, like Rashaun was saying, he learned later, like, hey, there's another side to this.
I mean,
he didn't get the chance to see that in high school because he wasn't allowed to. Like, if you get that ball, you shoot that kid.
Well, he gave me ultimate confidence.
Yeah. No, man. Sure. Coach Mike was a good coach. He kind of.
Definitely. He got on us all the time too.
Dude, you know how many times he almost kicked me in the fucking face? Because I always would sit on the bench like this, I'm like leaning forward. Yeah. That fucking foot would come flying past my face all the fucking time, dude.
Just imagine if he'd have got you.
There'd be problems. No, Coach Mike was a very lucky coach. He was blessed with an amazing slew of talent for like a good 5 years.
We had some talent out there.
We did.
Always has some talent.
Milani had some ballers, dude. Even after like me, there was some guys coming up.
Muses.
Yes, I was looking up clips. I just looked up Milani. I've never heard of that guy.
Nick the Muses?
No, I didn't know who he was.
Super bounce too.
Like, he could get up. But when I was looking for your clips, I was looking up Milani basketball, and a lot of his clips were coming up too. And I was like, I didn't even know who this kid was, and he was only like 2 years after me, I think. But that's why I didn't know who he was, because I was already in college. So
yeah.
But
he played in California.
Okay.
For his school.
We had some ballers come out of Milani.
Sure, I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I think he did.
It surprised me that, not surprised me, but Milani is like in a perfect area for like grabbing talent from like military and
because we're right in between all the
locals.
bases.
Yeah. So it's like it would make sense that we get some of the taller Milani would get some of the taller kids and some of the more talented kids, like maybe some of the mainland kids that you
all of our players were local though. Like all of our high school was local kids. Like none of us was really military or anything.
Yeah,
maybe no. Well, maybe Nate. But that was it. the one other white guy of our group.
That's right.
Trey, but Trey wasn't military. He moved here, middle school for you guys or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I came late to Mililani. I didn't come to Mililani till I was like 10th grade, I think.
Yeah, I came my junior year. I was at Wyandotte first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so what team did you retire from? What was your last team you played for? Was that the Euro Cup team?
No, Vitatis.
So you went Vitatis.
Vitatis.
Oh, that was.
I was with the Ball Boys.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Now this will be fun. Tell us about the ball crew, because LeVar does play that villain in the media, and
Wait, give us a little backstory.
Yeah,
like, how did this? How
how
did
did they get connected with your team?
Well, I was playing in St. John's, Newfoundland, in Canada, for the first half of the year.
Yeah.
And I ended up leaving, looking for another job around December, and there was a few teams. I was probably going to go to another team in Lithuania, probably. And then this opportunity popped up where they were looking for another point guard to come in, and so I ended up signing with Vitatis. So that's how I ended up going there. Because I mean, Lithuania, I've played there for the majority of my career.
Yeah, you spent most of the time. When I was looking at your
Yeah.
resume, you sent me most of the time. It looked like you were in
Yeah.
Lithuania.
My agent's Lithuanian.
Okay.
He works for Octagon.
Did he get you paid? You don't have to answer that. I'm just fucking with you.
I definitely had fun doing it, and that wasn't why I was doing
Right,
it.
you
know?
did it
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
love of the game.
Definitely.
Of course. I mean,
But
that comes first and foremost. Always.
Bottom
Right,
line
right.
is, if you can get paid anything to do what your passion in life is, that's a good day.
I'm living.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm living.
That's the main thing, man.
And if you get a
for
good
sure.
exchange rate, then that's even better.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I got paid in USD, so.
Oh wait,
That's
hold
where
on.
the country
Let's
is.
go. Let's go check this out. Hold on. We got Coach Mike was an emotional coach. My parents were in the military, except B building. What's B building? Oh, what? Except B building what?
I'm guessing you're talking about Mililani? B building?
Oh, they're saying everybody at B building was military.
There's a lot of military at B building. I'm pretty sure.
Leluhu is Wheeler Air Force Base and Schofield too now. Mililani doesn't get any of those students now. Well, they still holding their own with football anyway.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about Mililani basketball in a while, unfortunately.
Me neither.
I haven't heard about Hawaii. Like, no offense, I just haven't heard about a lot of
Lately,
Hawaii
it's been all the big sports.
been
Everybody coming
football.
out of Hawaii is all football
It's been all
lately.
football.
Well, they've been
lately.
producing like Mariotas and stuff.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
throwing.
so-
I mean, we got the guy from Mackenzie Milton from Mililani High
The
School.
quarterback?
He
Unfortunately,
was killing it, and then he got hurt, and then his team.
That was a.
What did he hurt?
Was it shoulder or knee?
It
it
was
was his
something.
knee.
It was something serious. It was his knee.
Yeah, I think it was
But-
his knee, but his team was literally
but
like
he
almost
shredded his knees.
He was almost undefeated for two full seasons.
No, they were undefeated.
almost, and then they were undefeated for almost 2 full seasons, but he got hurt and they didn't complete that full last season of
There was
undefeated.
a.
But for college football, to
That
go
was what,
undefeated for
2
almost
years
2
ago.
seasons,
Yeah,
man.
they could have gone to the national championship. They were that good. UCF. He was playing for UCF.
Yeah, I remember when they were undefeated,
Yeah.
but I didn't know when the
They
streak
had a
broke.
beast of a team, dude.
Yeah.
And then
That's-
they went to the Fiesta Bowl and
Yeah, they lost.
did well there too.
No, I think they lost, right?
What? Well, they lost the last one, but they were in another bowl game before that. Was
Who'd they
BCS
play?
Bowl.
JR is asking Jose, what language you
right now.
speaking?
There's a lot of time, but the kid obviously to Tonga Vailoa.
Yeah.
That kid's
Yeah.
tearing it up at
Alabama.
Alabama.
No.
And then
His little brother's gonna be a beast too. They
dude, there's
said.
a lot
He's
of
quarterback too.
Yeah, and his whole family moved to Alabama, put the little brother in high school up there, and like basically they already said, yeah, we're gonna pick him up when he graduates.
It's
He's
the
gonna
same.
take over for his brother.
Hawaii was always known for their like defensive linemen and offensive
be
linemen, and you would get the occasional specialist, but now we're churning out quarterbacks like crazy. It's kind of nuts to see how many Hawaii quarterbacks are blowing up.
It is.
Who's the coaches? That's the,
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
I mean, there's a lot of clinics
I've
and
met
stuff
the
now,
Mililani
too.
coach, and he's not like the brightest guy. Like he's kind of just like, oh yeah.
I think it's just
Like, but they win games, man. Like,
Yeah.
what can you say? I don't
knows how to
know.
win, huh?
it's a natural talent. I think the offensive styles have changed a lot from back when we were playing
Yep.
football. Like, because I was a football player, but back then it was very old school. Like when we played,
Yeah, it was run and
it was
grind
run
it
and
out.
grind
Yeah.
and smash mouth football. Now it's West Coast offense. It's four receiver spreads. Like
And for
throw
high
the
school,
ball,
I mean,
throw the
that's
ball, throw the ball.
that's. I mean, that
You
wasn't
have to do
common. in
that.
high
You have to
school.
play that way, though. I mean, like, if you're going to be playing, especially on West Coast teams like USC and UCLA and things like that, you gotta be able to pass that ball around.
So, but I actually have a basketball question for Rashaun, though.
yeah, sorry.
When did this fucking Euro step thing come into be? Like, what? I just got back
Were
into
you
playing
there for
basketball.
the Euro step? Were you? No, that was I think a little before.
I don't know, but
that was happening
nowadays,
back when.
Ginobili used to.
Yeah,
used to do it all the
Ginobili.
time.
Yeah, I would say.
But okay, but when did this thing become like a thing? Because when I played basketball, it wasn't a thing, and now I'm playing basketball again, and it's like
Your Euro stepping team.
no, I can't do all that nonsense. My knees will blow out. I try to do that, but I got guys trying to drive in the key, and they're hopping all over. I'm like, ref, what the fuck is this,
I
man?
mean, they don't call it in the they don't call traveling in the NBA
Well,
ever.
I mean, not in the NBA, but I'm
Curry got
talking.
called
I'm
for
playing
one
men's
that
league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they should be calling traveling. And these guys hop, skipping, and fucking backflip into the rim. I'm like, what is this nonsense? So, when did that come into play? Because I missed when that evolution happened.
Well, James Harden is changing the game, and the way
That's just traveling.
he's bending the rules. Yeah, there's a lot of traveling
Yeah.
going on for sure. Like, but the
I
refs
mean,
let
by
it go.
definition, it's like kind of ridiculous.
How do you
sometimes,
feel
but-
about that? Like, I feel that the NBA probably has the worst reffing out of all basketball.
I have
Like,
no-
it's just like they're just kind of like, eh.
I
We'll get it
I
on the
mean,
next one, I guess.
At the same time, I think the players complain a lot.
Well, I
about
mean, I
things,
know,
too.
I know
Like,
that they wanna have the show.
You know
so
what,
they're not
the
gonna
ref-
call a travel if someone's about to dunk it. You know what I mean? Like,
you can
they're
never
not gonna
blame
stop
the
that.
ref for like losing a basketball game.
No, I'm
ever.
not talking about
Like,
that.
You know what I mean? Like you can blame
It
for
looks
certain
bad,
things happening,
they'll fine
certain things
you.
happening. Yeah, but I would just, I don't know. Sometimes it's one thing if it happens one game, I get it. Like sometimes there's bad refs and bad games, but if
I
it's
just
like
feel-
it seems
I
like
just feel-
every game sometimes. I'm just like,
I just feel the
Come on,
NBA
man.
should be the strictest. You know what I mean? I like all the leagues. Like, there shouldn't be any travel. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are the top of the best of the best. And I understand they're doing it for the fans because the fans want to see a show.
it's
but
a
still,
show too. Yeah, it's a
I still
show,
want
too.
rules, man.
follow the rules.
It's half entertainment and
Yeah.
half like basketball. I think.
I don't know. Let's see.
But, I mean, you know,
They should make flopping an offensive foul. Yeah.
Hey, I was good at flopping, man.
hey, you can
I got a lot
you
of
can-
charges.
You can get yellow cards for flopping in soccer in football, in soccer now.
It's a
So why
different
not?
way
Why
to
not do it in
change the
basketball?
game, that's for sure.
Where are you playing at, Tony? I'm playing at the Poly. There's like a league on Saturdays. I've been playing it with Adrian and Phil and Gary's on, or not. Robert's on my team. I
Nice.
think they said Gary might be on the team. I'm not sure. Our players like never show up, so I don't know who's on my team. It's
Well,
always
as
different.
long as you have subs.
Yeah, as long as we got,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Is I say like, God, I can't run the whole game. We need at least one sub to take me out. That's the
good cardio,
bottom
though.
line. Yeah, it's far. My dad says you can't play anymore, Jose. You're too fat now.
Wow.
Oh shit, Dad, take it easy. Man, my dad's going in on Jose.
So did you win any? Like, were there any teams you like? I'm sure you won championships, but what was like maybe the biggest championship game you won?
I haven't won any championships over in Europe. Like I've made it third place in the Lithuanian league with Juventus, and it was the best season in their club's existence.
Yeah.
So and winning a bronze medal in Lithuania is pretty huge.
That's
too.
pretty cool.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you get to qualify for leagues like Euro Cup or Champions League. So that was a huge accomplishment.
Nice.
Okay, definitely.
I was looking at your resume too, and you've won tons of awards. What's one of those awards meant the most to you?
Probably point guard of the year, because it was after I tore my ACL.
Oh, that was like you're coming back, kind of.
Yep.
Your comeback tour.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
So
all
it was,
right.
I was hyped about coming back, and it was a serious injury. So yeah, it was a great season, and the fans.
I mean, this
there,
guy has
everything was
his.
amazing.
Let me pull this up real quick. It's on my phone. Like I got his list of like.
Did you have
accolades,
any
man.
like mental blocks when you were coming back from your injury? Like, did you feel like you needed to work through the injury, or did you feel like good and you just kind of out the gate just went for it?
There was definitely a mental block, and it was more when I'm like trying to jump.
Yeah.
So you never want to give your full power jump right when I was able to
Right.
jump. So that it scared me.
Yeah.
It scared me. But once I started figuring out and I stopped playing games with myself, everything got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did the injury initially happen?
So I went up off my left leg for a reverse layup, and as I laid with my left and I'm coming down, I landed with a right and then a left, and my leg hyperextended. So when I landed, all my weight went Yeah.
So was it like every time you made that move, you were kind of like, you kind of want to like hold back a little bit, maybe for a little bit, and then you were kind of like,
I don't think about it anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, but like in the beginning, where you kind of like, especially when you do that move, was it kind of like intimidating a little bit?
Definitely.
No reverse layups the whole first year.
I would take the layup and I wouldn't even look at if it dropped through.
You're just trying to look for your landing, spot your landing. Yeah.
Then once I was able to get that out of my thinking, then
What was worse, your knee or your wrist injury?
the knee, because it took me a full year to recover.
What was your wrist? Is that that's your shooting hand, right?
Yep. But once I got the flexibility back into it was normal again. It was fine. But
You didn't have to readjust anything on your shot or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Definitely not.
So, wait, I wanted to go through this. This guy's got his resume had to be like special printed with like different columns because he's got so many accolades here. Romanian All-Star, IBL finalist, LKL All-Star. What is LKL? Lithuanian.
That's Lithuanian Krepšinas Liga, and Krepšinas is basketball.
Oh, Krepšinas. How do you say it?
Krepšinos.
Krepšinos.
Did you learn any other languages?
I learned a little bit of Russian, but I mean, because Russian is spoke a lot over there.
Yeah.
That or German. So I mean, I picked up a few words. I mean, I don't speak it fluent or nothing like that, but I can hear.
I know you know the bad words.
Definitely.
That's always the first thing people learn, like the bad words, right? So we got IBL International Division runner-up, Lithuanian League semifinals, Lithuanian League All-Star game, Baltic League Elite Division Championship. It says Baltic League Elite Division Champion 2012. You said you didn't win any championships.
Oh, I was just thinking about the LKO league and like the main leagues.
But you won a championship, bro.
It's not the same. You got to win the whole league that you're playing in. But yeah.
Baltic League semifinals, all Baltic
I hear
League
you.
first team, all
The
Baltic
ones that really
League
count. It's like,
guard of
there was
the
like
year.
that summer league, and then there was the league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know, you want to win. You want to win the whole thing.
I don't want to win that weekend tournament.
Yeah.
I want the.
I don't want to win the 3-on-3 tournament. I want the big shit.
That was a good league, but I mean,
No,
just
yeah,
not
I
the
hear
same,
you.
you know?
It's
Another-
not the same playing field and stuff like that too.
We got an all Baltic
Definitely.
League guard of the year, Lithuanian League semifinals, Lithuanian League semifinals, Baltic League semifinals, all Baltic
lot of
League
basketball.
first team, point guard of the year, LKL. That was the one you were talking about that meant the most to you, right?
Yeah.
LKL All-Star, Lithuanian LKL All-Star, all imports team, all Lithuanian LKA second team, Lithuanian Cup semifinals, all Polish League honorable mention, Albanian national team player, Hawaii national team player, and then all the teams he's played for. I mean, shit, bro. I almost ran out of breath reading all those. But, I mean, fuck.
A long time, man.
So, I'll tell you what. Before we get into what's next for Rashaun, I think it's time for something, Chris.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Inappropriate Bar Talks Beer Tasting. Did I not hit the button? Beer Tasting! There we go.
Come on, Streamlabs, you're drunk.
You're drunk, Streamlabs. Let's get it going.
About the Jason Momoa. What about him?
All right, guys. So right now we're gonna take a little break. Let Sean take a breather, and we're gonna do some beer tasting. We're gonna try a beer from a local brewery here called Beer Labs Hawaii, and we're gonna be drinking their Leahi New England IPA. I mean, I'm fucking up the effects today, Chris. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Anyway, folks. So we got Chris. Why don't you get in here? You're not a good hand model, so stop wasting our time and just tell us about the beer. Yeah, anything green. I'm glad you didn't wear green, by the way, today, because I forgot to tell you not to wear green, because you would have been like half disappeared.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you'd have been blending in with the background. So, all right, folks, we do this every week. Again, we're Inappropriate Bar Talk. We do a beer tasting every week. This week we have Beer Lab Hawaii's Leahi New England IPA. Chris, what's the difference between a regular IPA and a New England IPA?
New England IPA is usually made with wheat, so it gives it a little hazy character that you might be acquainted with a New England IPA. It's kind of I don't know if the style started in New England, but they kind of claimed it. So that's just it's an IPA with wheat, basically.
It's a nice can.
Yeah.
Very nice.
These are the crowlers that they come up with. I love their logo. The logo is always pretty sick. The Beer Lab logo. Local brewery here in Hawaii. Started out in town. They now have 3 locations.
Oh yeah, they got
throughout
one
the
in
island.
Pro Ridge now.
They got one in Pro Ridge. They got a little pop-up there. They got one in YPO, and they got one in town by University. So today, we're going to be trying their Leahi New England IPA, 6.2 ABV. This was canned on the 10th, so it's not even 2 weeks old.
Still pretty fresh.
And so I'm just going to read their little motto here since I don't have a lot of info on them. It says, drink fresh, drink local. This is no ordinary beer. At Beer Lab Hawaii, we believe in consistent experimentation and small batch brews. These small batches allow us to feature special ingredients and add unique twists to our beers.
Are they the one? They're the ones that made the Oreo cookie stout, right?
Yeah,
that
so
thing was
they're-
fucking good.
They have a
like
lot
Oreo
of
cookies?
It
stuff
was
on
good,
tap.
dude.
They have a lot of stuff on tap. Now they got more flagship stuff that they're coming out with, but they do a lot of experimental brews that are on tap for a short amount of time and then they're gone.
Yeah.
So I like them because they do a lot of unique stuff. So
Nice.
Sean, do you have a favorite type of beer?
I probably drink Stella a lot, but
Stella, was that like a Pilsner or a lager?
Stella's like a Belgian lager. Yeah,
I like Stella. Stella's a good beer. It's clean. It's not
Belgian
heavy.
ale,
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah, I rarely drink some.
Yeah.
I
that's
drink
true.
once every good while. But
I had to like force him to come into this lovely bar we have here and drink a beer with us.
Oh, he says you got to tell him about Jason Momoa. What do you know about Jason Momoa?
he came to one of my games in Newfoundland.
Oh yeah, I saw the post.
Yeah.
Because he was up there shooting for Aquaman, right, or some shit.
No, for Frontier.
Oh,
His
for
TV
Frontier.
Yeah, the TV show. He was shooting out there, and he came to the game. He knew one of my trainers.
What's up with the ghosts?
No, it's because of the sunlight, dude. It's coming in behind the green screen.
Oh,
It's a jellyfish.
we're under the sea
Squidward.
right now.
Yeah. But so Jason Momoa came to your game, and then what? You hung out with him after or
Yeah,
something?
we went to the Carl English. His brother owns a pub right behind the arena.
Okay.
So everybody went there.
Carl English from UH.
Yeah, from UH.
Okay,
Yeah, we were
okay.
playing on the same team.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like the stuff he could still do. Right. He just lost his athleticism, but he's smart, and that shot is still there. Like
He could shoot.
He's a sniper. Definitely one of the best shooters I've ever seen. But yeah, so we all went to the pub behind the arena and had a few. So really cool guy,
That's cool.
you know. Yes, and I was lucky enough that he allowed me to take some pictures with him.
Yeah,
But it was cool to be around him.
Right on,
Calling
man.
him Aquaman, like.
That's cool, dude. He seems like a real down to earth kind of guy.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah.
He's really cool, and he likes his beard. That's for sure. He's always in Newfoundland all the time.
Really?
He's in Canada all the time. He was just filming in Vancouver.
Probably because he's filming. I know he's a real like nature guy too. He
Yeah.
likes to be like in the outdoors and shit.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's like always climbing rocks and shit.
He looks
Throwing
like he looks like a
axes.
yogi.
Yeah, he's a crazy little fucker.
Yeah.
Well, not a little fucker, but he's a crazy fucker.
he was cool though. It was fun. It was fun.
I guess the big news was he just shaved off his beard or something, and everyone was giving him
He's getting
shit
that.
for it. Like
Oh, yeah.
all the women want him to grow it back.
He did it for like charity or something.
I
like
think
that,
so,
right?
yeah.
And then
he was pissed about the ending of Game of Thrones too.
was he
Yeah, because Jon killed Daenerys as his wife in the show.
killed
Who
Khaleesi?
killed? So Khaleesi's gone.
Oh, I forgot you didn't finish
No,
it.
you can.
Oh,
spoil it.
yeah, no.
I'm not gonna watch it.
John
probably
had-
for a while.
She
Spoiler alert.
She went crazy, and like basically just nuked King's Landing with her dragon. And Jon was like, "No, you're bad."
Oh, wow.
Took her out, and
You're
her
dead.
her dragon basically.
Hopefully everybody else seen it.
Yeah. If not, sorry. And then the dragon ended up melting the throne, so like no one's sitting on the throne basically. And then they kinged Bran, the cripple guy. But
Brand the Broken.
Bran the Broken. Okay, Chris, are you ready? I'm just kind of
Ready.
killing time here. Okay, so you're tasting this beer with us?
For sure.
Okay,
For sure.
we're gonna get down on this. So, Chris, crack this open. Pour us some beers.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have our traditional tasting glasses today because, yeah.
It's very light looking. Looks like very like peachy
Yeah.
almost.
It's like a citrus color. Huh?
Yeah. It does have a haze to it though. It's definitely hazy.
My brother's wife is an IPA drinker.
All right. So, first thing we want to do is we want to look at the color. This is like really, really light, like almost like a peach color. like apricot or something, Chris.
Like a peach.
Like a peach.
It is light. It's
It's not even on the scale our spectrum.
It's on my glass.
I don't know. That's gross.
That was gross.
I'm glad you got that one.
I thought it was part of the glasses.
The fuck.
I thought it was the design.
Yeah, it's like a light golden hazy color.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
looks super hazy. Like you can't see through it at all. It looks like some kind of juice, but okay.
Looks juicy. Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna say straw to gold. I think
I wouldn't even say gold. I'd say like
super cloudy.
peach to straw.
What is this right here?
Oh, so this is you can go on beerology.org and download this sheet, and basically it just kind of helps you kind of categorize the
breaks
different breakdowns of the beer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the first thing we look at is the color, the appearance,
The head.
the head. Not that persistent. It's kind of gone already, but it does look really carbonated.
All right, aroma.
Okay, so now we take a little smell. What do you smell?
I get a lot of the fresh hop
Yeah.
like character for sure. It's it smells dry hopped.
It does.
Smells.
It smells dry hopped. So
Kind of
basically,
resiny, earthy,
Yeah.
kind of like pungent.
has a little citrus kind of a smell to it.
You get that like plant like almost like weed like kind of smell a little bit. That's like the
I don't know what that is. What are you what are you speaking about?
I don't know what you mean. So, the plants are very closely related.
Yep.
So a lot of times the flowers on both plants are kind of similar in the way that they are. So there's oils and acids that are in the hops. So if you get something that's dry hopped, you'll smell a lot of those. Like you'll smell more vegetal smells or that like fresh flower
Yep.
smell that you would get. There is no THC in this beer. Just saying.
I was gonna say if there is, hand me that whole can.
Not yet, anyway. It's not legal here.
I mean, it smells pretty
Citrus, that's what I said.
pretty
citrus,
citrusy,
yeah, for sure,
but
too.
it has like that herbal, earthy tone to it too.
Yeah,
though.
it smells like a fresh hopped
Yeah.
beer for sure.
Okay. Next.
Would you say it's strong?
Yeah, IPAs
I would
are
say
all
it's
strong.
I would say it's maybe like a notch above medium. It's
Like the
not,
smell. Is the
yeah, the smell.
Does the smell off the top of the beer smell like stronger than what you normally?
I don't think it's that strong.
I mean, compared to a Stella, it probably is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I rarely drink an IPA.
I think I'm getting some of the Sharpie too. Actually.
He's over there sniffing fucking paint.
Okay. So a little on the stronger side. We'll say it's a little above. And would you say the balance is? Did you say it's like sweet or sharp?
I mean,
smelling?
it's sweet, but it has that herbal. It's a fairly balanced smell. It's not like one or the other. But I smell both.
Yeah. We're getting earth floral. I'm getting a little floral. I'm
Yep.
getting the herbal a little bit, maybe a little resin, and we were smelling citrus for sure
Mhm.
too, right?
Yep.
Any bread or grain, anything like that? Do you smell toast,
No, not really.
coffee? No coffee.
No.
Definitely not good.
I smell like flour.
Maybe like
like almost
I
like
was gonna say maybe like a little bit of a.
almost like a plumeria or something like that along that line too, with the
It
citrus
kind of.
mixing.
It's
with
definitely like everything's very citrusy and floral. I don't get a lot of bread or malt notes.
Okay.
Rashawn's just like, man, can I just drink this already? What the fuck am I doing?"
I voted that first now. Let me put it down.
All right, so the flavor.
Okay,
Cheers,
now it's time.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
We just like to tease our guests with the whole beforehand.
It's nice. Definitely citrus too.
Yeah.
I mean I get
For
the
sure.
I get the herbalness as far as the initial taste, and it kind of sits like a citrusy note, and then it goes back to that earthy herbal tone. Now, actually, wait, hold on.
It's kind of juicy. It's got like a juicy vibe to it, but it's also got kind of a lot of body to it. Like it's a little bready, like on the mouthfeel.
Yeah,
I like it though.
it's good.
Yeah, it's nice.
The aftertaste is really herbal, like earthy and bready, kind of a aftertaste in my mouth.
Would you say it's like a strong flavor? Kind of
Nah,
It's not super strong,
Nah,
right?
it's not- yeah.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of.
I've had
Kind of
a few
reminds me like of
IPAs.
like an orange juice, like an orange juice or something, like a little bit, right? Like,
Definitely, it's a little lighter.
but it still has kind of that like, almost like a pulpy kind of body to it or something almost.
Well, I
At
think
least-
that's that haziness.
Yeah.
It's adding. Yeah, like, I understand what you're saying. It's like it almost has the same body as like an orange juice, but without the pulp.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna say I get a little brain, a little brain, a little bread.
You got a little brain.
a little
you should have a
bread.
big brain, bro. You went
Definitely
to Punahou.
Well, I don't. So
And we went to UNLV. We should have been getting a lot of brain. But anyway.
getting that citrus.
Cheers.
I'm getting a little of that resin too. Like the bitter. There's not a lot of bitterness. It's actually pretty
Surprising.
easy drinking.
For an
Yeah.
IPA, it's on the sweeter side. There is a little bit of a bitterness, but
like at the end.
it's almost kind of tastes like maybe a weak type of like orange juice.
Yeah.
Like if the orange isn't really ripe and they made
Yeah.
orange juice with it, and it's like it's not really sweet, but it's not
Yeah.
really like sour or bitter, but it's like its own.
It's like an underripe orange.
It's in purgatory right now, like you know what I mean.
Hard to peel.
Yeah. You try to peel it and it just leaves
Say
all
it's
that
on
white
the
stuff.
sweeter side.
Definitely
Yeah, I
sweet.
would say it's on the
Definitely
sweeter
sweet.
side.
For sure. Definitely sweet. I can drink this one.
Like I'm not getting really any
Help yourself to more if you want.
harsh
still a
bitterness.
lot
Like you know,
in there.
it's definitely not a hop bomb,
No.
but it's got just enough bitterness to kind of make your mouth water, and then it kind of mellows out.
Yeah, it doesn't get to the point where it's like sour.
Yeah, yeah.
But it feels
It
like
just
it's gonna
kinda-
get there, and
It just
then
makes your
kinda
mouth
just-
water a little bit. It has that
Yeah.
on the side of your tongue where it kind of makes your mouth kind of just salivate,
Yeah,
and then it just goes mellow.
You need some more?
Yes, sir.
like an orange juice, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like that. The orange juice is kind of sweet, and then
When I burp is the only time I really taste the bitterness of the hops. Thank you, sir.
would you say it's like a full-bodied mouthfeel, or kind of like
It's definitely full for a IPA. It's on that hazy IPA kind of level, but almost even thicker. You all right over there, Chris? You keep doing weird things with your glass. You're like,
No, I'm just trying to see if there's like oil, like that oil slick kind of on the top of the beer. Sometimes there's that like oil slick,
I mean, it kind of does look like it. Mine does.
which means it was dry hopped. Yeah, because I can see it. I can see the
So
oil.
when
slick
they-
on the top.
You can tell that it's dry hop by that?
Yeah, so like when you
Chris
dry
will
hop a
explain it
beer, you want to
Oh.
explain it?
I'll try.
Yeah.
So normally when you brew a beer, you throw the hops in with the boil, and it's all in there, and then you take everything out and you let it ferment. But with the dry hops, what you do is you actually throw hops on top while it's fermenting, right?
Yeah.
So basically what it does is it's not heating up the hops and boiling it and extracting like everything out of it, but hops are very similar to like marijuana, where they have like these resin glands and stuff on it. So if you just kind of let it sit on top, that'll kind of dissipate into the beer versus all that plant extract coming out of it. Did I do that right, Chris?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I'm getting good at this beer shit, man. Woo!
So for the most part, you put the hops on top of the beer. So when you boil hops, it gets bitter. You get bitterness in your beer from the hops when you boil it, as opposed to when you dry hop it. All you are getting those oils and that plant like kind of vegetal smell and aroma and a little bit of that flavor too. So it's not super bitter, but you do get some of that hop flavor and aroma that come with dry hopping.
And you, like Chris was looking for, you'll be able to see kind of like those oils that sit on top. And, you see oil spilled in water. You spray some WD-40 on water and it has like that sheen on top of the water. That's what he was kind of looking for on the beer.
Nice.
So hops have oils in them, and obviously it separates from beer. It's mostly water, obviously. So you'll see it kind of sitting on the top of your beer. Sometimes that's usually when you know a beer's been dry hopped, because the oils from the hops are sitting on top of the beer.
Okay.
Learning, bro. You learning.
Thank you.
How'd you say the carbonation is?
Actually, it looks more carbonated than it feels. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like it looks bubbly, but it's not that.
it's not really lively. It was kind of more
No.
juicy.
Yeah, it's more on the juicy side
Yeah.
for sure. It's like a hazy, juicy IPA.
Slick sensations on the tongue, maybe.
I kind of feel like it's drying. Like
Drying?
it kind of has like a dryness to my mouth.
Slick, astringent, puckering, chalky, mouth coating, prickly.
Nah, maybe just drying. Maybe a little prickly on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not getting very much slickness though either.
Yeah, I get dry. Like my mouth kind of dries out when I drink it, almost like a dry
Getting a
wine.
little bit of a creamy sensation from it, but
But that was from the boto you was licking earlier. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
this is what this is what the conversation turns into after a while.
Yeah, it's just
The more beer, the more beer we get into.
The more beer we drink, the dumber it gets.
Oh, that boto. You fucko what? All right, how's the finish? Short, medium, or long? How long does the flavor stick around after you drink the beer?
It's actually relatively pretty short.
It's long for me. I'm not used to the taste, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Sticks around for you?
That's probably why.
we'll go medium too because for an IPA, it's not too long
It's not
But-
at all. It seems short to me.
compared
usually,
to a lighter beer.
usually an
Definitely
IPA
would
will
be.
linger. Like I took a sip like a minute ago, I'd still be able to taste it. You know what I mean? This is it. It just I don't taste a lot. It just makes my mouth kind of dry.
I'm kind of right in the middle for the intensity of the finish too. It's not too bitter, not too sweet. It's kind of like right
It's
in the middle.
really balanced.
I like this IPA. This is probably one of my favorites. A lot of them are super strong.
I'm thinking maybe the wheat kind of mellows out the hoppiness.
It definitely, you add a malty body to the beer that you usually don't have in an IPA. So, I mean, wheat will give you those bready tones, that thicker body, a little bit of creaminess maybe. So
You sure that was the wheat, bro? I'm just kidding. I don't
Get
know.
your head out of the gutter.
Sorry, bro. What do
Let's
you
get
want?
to this beer tasting, okay?
Okay.
Fuck my life.
Sorry. Go on. It's all my fault. Can I get a little more? Is there any more in there?
No, you're not allowed to have any more.
Shit, I'm banned.
Cutting you off.
I got banned. Oh, long distance pour. Can you do it?
Oh, beauty.
Oh, that's good. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Final verdicts.
Final verdict, Sean. Well, I guess I'll go first. You kind of see what we do, and then we'll let you go. We always let the guests go last because they don't really know what we're doing. So, and they're like, "What? What's happening?"
It's a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
basically, it's gonna be a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's my turn. I'm gonna say. We're going thumbs up because. Settle the fuck down. We're going let's calm down out there. I like the fact that it's an IPA, but it's a little different. It has almost like a juice. And what is it? 6.2? It's on the higher end.
Yeah.
Not higher end, but it's
Yes, please.
it's relatively good percentage of alcohol on there.
Thank you.
But yeah, get it.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. I like it. It's a very comforting beer to me. Like it's nothing that's punching me in the face. You know what I mean? It seems like it could be a good kind of a day drinker too. Like I could probably have a couple of these in the afternoon. You know,
With brunch?
breakfast, brunch, whatever.
5
but
o'clock somewhere.
yeah, I just burped now, and that's the only time I'm actually getting any bitterness from the hops. But I just won't burp. You know. But no, it's a good beer. It's mellow, well-rounded. Everything's really balanced. There's nothing that's sticking out. There's no sharp edges to say, that's going to get you. So as far as like the roundedness and the balance, I like it. I think it's got a drinkability, so I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we should let him go next. That way
Okay,
he
you want to
doesn't
go
feel the
next?
pressure.
Okay.
I mean, he is an under pressure player.
Yeah.
I don't drink IPAs, but this one goes down pretty smooth.
Okay.
I can't even remember the last one that I've had.
Yeah.
But the taste kind of stays in my mouth a lot. But this one, it goes away quick and it's smoother.
Yeah.
So I give it a thumbs up.
All right. He's got a thumbs up, guys.
For
Thumbs
sure.
up from Rashaun.
Hey.
Hold on. I got to get the
I
sound.
wouldn't mind drinking it again. That's for sure.
There we go. People would get excited. I can't
They love it
control
out
them.
there.
I can't control them. All right, Chris.
I'm going to go thumbs up, too.
All right.
Thumbs up all around.
Woo! People are pumped. They're fucking pumped.
So, yeah, to just hark on what these two guys said, I think it's a well-balanced beer. Good citrus notes. For an IPA, I kind of wish it was maybe a little bit hoppier. I kind of wish it had a little more like piney, citrusy notes that would kind of go along with the flavor of an IPA. But at the same time, the body of the beer is good. And as far as New England IPAs go, very drinkable, very sessionable. A few things missing here and there, but for the most part, a well-balanced beer.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Sean. This thing's like
This
right
thing
in your
on his
face. My bad, bro. Hold on. Wait, let me move this.
Was that Monsters Inc. on Mike Wazowski?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the video.
There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know why that was above that layer. But anyway, sorry. We didn't mean to block out Rashaun here. Okay, so finish up, Chris. What were you saying?
That's pretty much it. Well-balanced beer, good drinker. I like the flavors. They work well together. And, yeah, sessionable for sure.
Yeah,
for
sessionable.
6% beer. Yeah, you get drunk on these on a hot-ass day. That's for damn sure.
Oh, for
Easy.
sure.
6%.
6%. All right, folks. Well, that's 3 thumbs up, and that sums up tonight's Inappropriate Bar Talks beer tasting.
So good when it touches your lips.
Yeah. Get riggedy wrecked, son. Yeah. You're getting wrecked. All right. So that was fun. We got what are we 1, 2, like 3 beers in only for me? That's not bad. What are we, hour and a half? We're making great time, guys. We're making great time.
Get a hold of yourself, Tony.
Dude, I can't, man. Fucking Lanny, get out of here.
You know when Tony's getting a little drunker is when he starts popping.
I start playing the buttons more. All right, so how about...
J.R. Tavares says, damn, you guys got a nice setup.
Hey, what's up, Tavares? I'm guessing that's David Tavares, right? Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that follow button. Don't be shy.
Nice. You got all the alumni coming out the
Bro, that
woodwork?
was my plan. I was like, dude, I'm going to post some pictures of Rashaun, and I'm going to tag all these motherfuckers that we used to play ball with, and they better tune into the show. And I got at least 3 guys on here, so it's worked. It worked. Thanks for tuning in, Dave. We do this every week. Every Wednesday.
10 viewer hype.
What up, dude?
Dude, we are almost at 10 viewer hype, so we better be ready for that. But we do this every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Hawaii time. We do a craft beer tasting every week. You check out our beer blog on inappropriatebartalk.com and get all of what do we got? Like 20-something beers at least up there right now.
Yeah.
So
more to come.
yeah, we're working on catching up, and we're working on bringing you some new beers. We're working on with a buddy of ours, Frank Pulowski, out in Washington. He's going to be hooking us up with some beers we can't get here.
Nice.
So and he'll be also throwing some of his opinions on the beer reviews as well. So keep an eye out for those guys. It's just trying to keep you drunk and with good tasting beer. You know?
I feel like if it's not dark and fucking viscous and mapley and oak barreled,
yeah, Frank
Frank's
hates it.
Frank's gonna be like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that beer.
Nah, he's got some IPAs.
He drinks
but-
beer. See, I like the dark beers,
Yeah.
but even Frank, some of the beers he drinks is like, whoa.
We call them the shoyu. We call them the shoyu.
They show you
Oh, you
fucking.
drink-
because they're
drinks
like
any beer?
thick and viscous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Black.
I like good dark beers, but like that's his jam right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like a good one every
Chris is
now
the
and
more
then. I have
IPA
one.
guy though.
Yeah, I like stuff I
Yeah.
can drink on the regular a little bit more.
Yep.
I do like the hoppier beers, but Frank likes the dark aged barrel aged stuff that is really good too. But I can't do more than one of those.
Yeah. They're rough, dude. They're heavy. Guys, we need 4 more follows to
like
do
you
a
said-
giveaway. I'm just
Yeah.
putting that out there. 4 more follows, and we'll be doing a giveaway. We'll give away some merch or something.
Get your merch.
So please hit that follow button if you're watching, guys. Shit, what happened? There we go. It's 10 viewer hype. That's right. We got double digits, motherfuckers. Yeah.
So we gotta do a shot, right?
I'll do a shot. I know he's training, so he's not doing shots right now.
Yeah.
So we'll do a shot.
So we're just gonna tease him, and we'll just do it right. in
What's
front
up,
of him.
Raph? How you doing, bud? By the way, the liquor is right by your feet because I knew you'd be the first one to ask for it.
This is great. So he just added all these animations.
I'm surprised David hadn't said anything yet.
Oh, yeah. I hope everybody out there is drinking along with us too. By the way,
Definitely, if you don't have a beer, feel free to have one
Yeah.
with us. We do drink and imbibe, and we do tend to get a little tipsy.
sometimes we get crazy, guys. Just watch out.
But just be aware we do swear and things like that. So
Yes, this is not fucking suitable
this
for
is
kids.
this is a mature audience show.
Yes, we are TVMA.
My kids are not watching.
Good.
Better not bring your kids.
Oh, I should get that sound clip too.
You want one, man?
No, I'm good, man. I'm gonna stick with
He's
the beer.
training, man. He's training.
Okay.
I don't want to mix it.
Will you do me a favor and grab me a Coke, Chris, when you can?
I'll have one at the end. with
Hey,
y'all probably.
Jovi, how you doing, my love?
In moderation.
My girlfriend's watching.
Definite. Hello.
We don't. Tony and I don't know what moderation is.
No,
We're like
we drink till we die.
once.
I'm a total lightweight, so I mean, I would.
Hey, I got this. I got this special animation for Jovi. You ready, Chris? You ready?
Tell me.
Hey, baby. That one's for you, Jovi. So we're gonna do this shot. Can we get a booster chair for Shawnee? Hey, he's sitting in the big man. That's the big boy chair.
Thank you.
You want that? You can have that. I'll grab him. You want that?
No, all you.
You
All
sure?
I got the water right here.
Okay. You sure? You can have.
No,
I
fine.
got plenty.
I'm fine.
This is a regular size Coke can, by the way. I'm just really big.
You got the whole can.
Yeah. Andre the Giant and shit over here.
And sorry, it's so warm in here. Like it just hit summer. Like literally, it was fine up until about 2 weeks.
2
ago.
weeks. Yeah.
Oh.
It was nice and cool, and then
The
2
last
weeks
couple
ago.
of days, it's been blazing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, my
It
balls
was almost
are so
it was
sweaty
pushing
right
90
now.
today.
I was at the beach yesterday, so I mean, yeah, I enjoyed some of the heat.
There's some paper towels here if you need to
Dab up.
dab up. But you used to sweating anyway. So.
Yeah, bro. That's when you look your best, bro. That's
I'm glistening.
you're glistening. He's glowing. All right, everybody. If you got them, put your shot emotes in the chat, everybody. It's time to celebrate being. I don't know what we're celebrating,
Being
but
fucking old.
fuck, God damn it.
Right?
I was just telling Sean before the show, I was like, dude, you have not one fucking gray hair, dude. I got so many gray hairs. It's fucked up.
I got a couple. They're peppered in there though. They're getting there.
Woo, woo.
Woo!
Drinks up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That definitely would have been me right there.
It gets you sometimes, man.
So I gotta imagine coming back to Hawaii from Europe had to be like a complete 180. Like when you said you would come back all the time, right? Like to
Yeah.
spend time with your family and stuff.
I get to come back for a couple of weeks, and I used to make the flight from Europe straight here, but then I started breaking it up and stopping in Canada. I would stop in Calgary
Yeah.
or Vancouver and break it up, stay there for a few days, and then I would fly over here. But
What was the normal flight path for that?
I would probably go from Lithuania to Warsaw, and from Poland,
Mhm.
and from there I would probably go to New York or Chicago,
Yeah.
and then I would fly or California a few times, and then I would fly back home.
It's all East Coast. You go back through the East Coast and then
Yep. It's like 3
That's a
flights.
long
It's
fucking
long.
That's a lot. That's a lot of flying. I feel like when I fly to like Asia, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. But
How long
That's-
is it? I never
so
been
to
Asia.
Japan's like 9 hours from here, and then Philippines is like 10 and a half.
Yeah. Those are
But
long.
I just like, dude, just get me there, direct flight.
Yeah.
But Philippines is crazy. So like, I'll get to the Philippines and then I land in Manila, but where I stay is like 2-3 hours away from Manila. So I got to get out the plane into a van and then sit in traffic for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
And right after a flight, that's the worst.
yeah, but you know,
But it's all worth it. Though.
it's all worth it.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's fun time.
what is the scariest flight you've been on?
They're probably these little propeller.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't
Planes.
prop planes.
I went on my recruiting trip to Montana,
Uh-huh.
and I flew in these little crop duster planes from western Nebraska to University of Montana and Missoula. There we go. And yeah, that plane is like shaking, turbulence all the time. Turbulence. I
Yeah.
get shook whenever turbulence happens, man. Even your normal
Yeah.
Boeings or something like
You
that.
kind of grab the seat handles a little bit more.
Bro,
and-
It'll
I've
wake
been
me
on
up
a-
out of my sleep. Like
I've been on a flight before. We were flying basically in a fucking like thunderstorm, flying into Manila. Manila has crazy fucking storms. The pilot goes to land, right? He's going down to land, just about like I can see the runway. All of a sudden, just goes right back up, dude. Takes back off. Does that twice, and he's like, the pilot comes on. He's like, I can't see the runway. We have to detour out here. The weather's too crazy. So they fly us to Clark Air Force Base. We land there. We are on the plane. They're not allowing us to get off the plane. Me and my dad were on the plane for about 18 hours total.
Wow.
Before we finally were like, get us off this fucking plane, or we're gonna fucking just start ripping doors off and shit. Like we were like, get us off here.
Were they feeding y'all?
No. So get this, dude.
No food.
They pull up.
messed up.
They pull up. They land on the tarmac. They open the doors because they have to shut down the plane because it needs to recharge its batteries. No air conditioning.
What
It's
flight were-
pouring
what flight
rain.
were you on
It's
again?
Philippine Airlines. They open all the doors. Me and my dad are sitting in the exit row. I'm soaking wet now because they just opened the doors to let the air flow, but it's pouring rain. I'm wet. They haven't fed anybody. Finally, this lady comes stumbling up the aisle, falls on me because she's diabetic, and she's like, I'm diabetic, I need to eat. And I'm like, holy shit. So I put her in my seat, and I go and I'm knocking on the cabin, the front cockpit.
She got the white man.
Nobody's fucking... all the fucking flight attendants and the pilots are off the plane in the airport. They just left us on the plane. So I, like... Finally, I'm, like, yelling out of the plane. Like, it's just the stairs that go onto the tarmac. So I'm like, I can't just walk onto the fucking runway. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, yelling. Finally, this flight attendant comes. I'm like, no, you guys got passengers puking in the back because they're fueling the plane. All the jet fuel's coming in. The fumes are coming in. People are throwing up in the back. Some lady just collapsed on me because she's diabetic and hasn't eaten in fucking 4 hours. So finally, me and my dad once I'm the mellow one. My dad. You know my dad.
Yeah.
He's a snapper. So he's very calm when we travel because he knows I get pissed when he starts snapping. I'm like, dude, just chill. But he saw me snapping. He's like, fuck this. That's go time. He started snapping. The next thing I know, me and my dad are being escorted off the plane by the fucking military. They have like the military police come get us off the plane. We get into like this paddy wagon. They drive us they had to open up the customs fucking, because it shut down at the airport. That's why they weren't letting anyone off the plane. They closed the customs. They had to call these people from their home to come in and go to work and check me and my dad through customs. And we said, get us off the fucking plane. Because where we were supposed to go, where I normally drive 3 hours, Clark Air Force Base is 10 minutes away from where that. So I'm like, dude, fuck, let's just get off here. Fuck it. We've been sitting on this plane for 6 hours on the tarmac. Like, what the fuck? Wow. So finally we get off. They don't let me get my luggage. I am in this wet clothes for 3 days before I get my luggage, dude. The same fucking clothes.
Did you have to wash it?
No. Dude, and it's Philippines. It's not like I can go buy new clothes and nothing there fits me. Like, I walk into the mall, everybody asks me. I've been asked maybe about 3 times when I'm just walking around the mall if I played in the NBA. I just start laughing. I'm just like, oh, yeah. I just keep walking. But anyway, where's the gift button when you need it? What kind of gift you want, bro? What you want?
If you hit that little happy face in the bottom right, you can get some emotes.
Yeah, you can get some emotes. But yeah, that was the worst flight I've ever been on. Turbulence don't bother me. It's getting not let off the
being
plane.
Stuck on a plane like that, like that's like there's a rule in the U.S. Like obviously it doesn't apply to the freaking Philippines.
Yeah, I don't think it does because I brought that up. I was like, hey, you can't leave us on this plane this fucking long. You gotta let us off.
Feed you or something.
Yeah,
you gotta do something.
I think so.
Complimentary
As
snacks.
we were getting escorted off, they started bringing sandwiches in for the people, and I was like, fuck your sandwiches, get me off this plane.
Were you in an exit row at least?
Yeah, I was in an exit row. I always try to get the exit row because I need the extra leg space. But what really fucking irritated me, I had to take a shit. And I opened up the bathroom, and because there was no electricity or running water, people were just shitting on top of each other's shit. And it was like this mountain of crap in the... I'm like, dude, I was sitting there, and my stomach was sore, and then the lady fell on me, and I was like, that's it. I'm out of here. Like, get me the fuck out of here.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, that was the worst experience I've ever had flying. And then... they wouldn't give us any vouchers or nothing. Like, they're just like, oh, no.
No free flights?
No,
Well,
Filipinos
I
like,
don't
oh,
think you would ever fly that
you chose to
anyway.
get off the plane. It's up to you. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Free flights for life.
You don't want any of their... dude, I tried, dude. I wrote the
That's how lawsuits
corporate...
happen.
I wrote corporate and everything, and they didn't do shit. But anyway, before we get sidetracked on bad flights, I wanted to... okay, so... You we got up to the point where basically you retired, and now you're back here. But you retired last year, right?
Year.
So this past year has just been kind of recovering, doing family stuff.
I was coaching the youth in Vancouver. I was at St. John's High School, and
Okay.
I had an 8th grade boys team and a senior girls team, and I was helping out a little bit with the men's program too. But,
Okay.
It was a great experience getting to control my own team,
And do you like coaching?
I love it. It's what I'm into now and what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So
Okay, so that's your transition. You're not leaving basketball.
no, definitely
You're
not.
just going from player to teacher now.
Definitely.
Okay. So you went from Daniel San to Mr. Miyagi.
I don't know if I can live up to Mr.
Student
Miyagi.
I don't know,
become
man.
the teacher.
Mr. Miyagi,
They
bro.
got a TV show out there.
Yeah. Dude, I'll send my kids to learn some basketball from you.
Hey, my
I gotta have 'em
brother's teaching.
first.
My brother's teaching out here too. So
Okay.
if
I know.
anyone-
When I was picking you up, he was drilling his son already in the
Yeah,
garage. He's got him doing drills.
Oh, he's gonna be nice, and he's a total natural.
How old is he? Your
He's
nephew?
5.
Oh, dude, he's
Oh,
gonna
man.
be a beast.
He's dribbling both hands, and he's a lefty too. So we might teach him a Euro step like James Harden.
Oh.
you like that? Huh?
Hopefully not like James Harden, but maybe better than James Harden.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So
Make it not a travel. That's cool, man. So I know you got what? How many kids?
I got 3.
You have 3? Boys, girls?
2 girls, 1 boy.
2 girls,
11-year-old girl, 8-month girl, and a 6-year-old boy.
Okay. Have you I'm
7, I mean,
assuming
sorry.
I'm assuming you've already got him training already too, right?
No, we're just putting him in different sports, and he's just
Letting him
enjoying-
find what he likes.
Yeah, he's enjoying just trying different things right now. But whenever he's ready, and then
It's in the blood, bro. He'll be
I'll step
good.
in.
Yeah. It's in the blood.
He doesn't want me teaching him any of that anyway. I need to give him another coach, and then when he's ready, then he can come to me. For sure.
See, that's kind of how it was with me and my dad too. Like, my dad always coached different positions than I played. He was always involved with, like, even football, basketball. He was always involved, but he was just like, it's better I don't. Because me and him, we go at it. Like, if me and him, we butt heads, but it's like, that's just how we communicate, you know? It's like, shut up, you know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Now you don't know what you're talking about. That's how we do things. And then it's like, okay, yeah, you knew what you're talking about.
Definitely, you guys know each other,
Yeah.
right? So well.
Yeah, so
He pushes you.
that's the thing is he's always pushing. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, just give me a second to rest, man.
That's good.
But I mean, he just wants me to be good. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? But I mean, you know, what was the funniest father-son duo for sure was the Patty Coolers. The Patty
Oh, my
Coolers,
God.
my God.
Alex was nice too.
Dude, Alex had a little shimmy. He had that little shimmy crossover, and then
had a pretty good
like a
shot.
little floater pull up thing he used to do.
Definitely.
I love you, Alex, but I used to cringe when you would take those threes. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, was it from Curryland? Like he was.
No,
from
he
big-
just. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about a guy. You know what
No,
I mean?
I was just wondering what kind of
no,
shots he was taking.
it's just I felt like his shot. When he would shoot from outside, he would twist like his body and like it would kind of, I don't know, it would just kind of go flat. It didn't have spin to the shot. But when you would pull up like a floater inside, it was always money.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just when you would shoot the three, I'd be like, "Fuck, Alex, why are you making? Now I gotta go run, chase this rebound." Like,
He perfected that shot though.
I hope so. I mean, I haven't seen Alex Patty Coolers probably since high school or right after high school. But I know he went to Florida and played and stuff like that. So he must have fixed that shot a little bit.
Definitely.
I'm just fucking
I
busting
mean,
balls,
we
man.
used to play
So-
league with him when we were kids.
Yeah, so that's me and Chris played on Alex Patty Coolers' dad's team when we were like
remember he was running one,
10 years old till we were like 14 probably.
Yep.
And I mean, all of our practices was just him and his dad fighting, dude. I remember times that he was like, "Fuck this," he'd just run off into the park and his dad's chasing him, and we're all just standing there like,
Okay.
what are we supposed to be
I guess-
doing?
I
And
guess-
Jordan Woosley's dad would be like, just do layup drills.
Jordan Woods.
Okay.
Lefty.
Yeah, he was a lefty too,
He was
right?
Lefty too.
Yeah. Man, we had a lot of good.
Those are fun times.
We had
back
a
in the
lot of
day.
ballers. So
That was-
I think it's just different now. Like the kids
Yeah.
growing up, like they don't play outside like we used to play outside. You know what I mean?
It's the social media.
It's like
They're
everybody.
watching the show.
Everybody, yeah. Hey, but don't turn off your phones just yet. But no, you know what I mean? Like bottom line is after school is like first thing I did is go home, grab my shit, and I went to the courts. You know, and you did the same. Chris, I'm sure you were playing basketball while you were at Punahou or whatever. You know what I mean? Like after school.
Unless Dragon Ball Z was on TV first.
Oh, so that's you two. That's you two. I never got into Dragon Ball, but that was these two. He was all into it, dude. He can actually draw that shit really good too. Yeah.
I used to. Yeah, I don't know about now,
But yeah, so you were a big Dragon Ball guy?
Oh yeah, I still watch it to this day for sure.
Do they have new ones coming out?
See, I don't watch the new ones. You're more of a fan than me, yeah. You go
that
see the
Super-
Broly in theaters.
I didn't see it. I tried, but it didn't have it where I was at in Vancouver, so I watched it on YouTube, which I'm still waiting for the full
DVD or
screen.
something. Yeah.
Because it's like it was a little bootleg one that I seen, but I had to see it though, you know.
Yeah.
But I've been following it forever. Though.
See, I wouldn't have pegged you as a Dragon Ball Z fan.
Right after school ended. Because it played at around like 2:30 or something. We got out of school at 2:15, right? Somewhere around there, except for
Like
on
2:15,
Yeah, except for on or 2:05 maybe.
Yeah, and then Wednesdays.
Well,
was
they
like
would
12,
replay
wasn't
it too, I think, later at night.
Probably, but
Well, Cartoon Network used to have it on.
So
too.
that was your
Or you
schedule:
visit-
school, Dragon Ball Z, then the court.
right when the bell rang, me, Trey, Kaipo, all those guys, we used to run over to Trey.
You all watched Dragon Ball
We
Z?
all watched it.
Shit! I
You're
did
the
not
only
know
one,
that.
dude. I think you're the only one, Ashley, because who didn't watch Dragon Ball Z?
Me, apparently.
Especially in Hawaii. Like anime is huge.
Yeah.
Like, so we used to get all the Japanese toys before everybody else in America would get them.
Man.
Because it would come through Hawaii before it went over there. And obviously, Japanese culture and anime culture is like huge in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So it's
half
like,
the population.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we
it
always
makes
had
sense.
the Tamagotchis.
The Tamagotchi was a big one.
What was before Tamagotchi? I mean,
Dragon Ball.
it was always, whatever
and
it
the
was.
mangas
Toys and Joys
all
had
that
it.
stuff.
Toys and Joys had all of that
Toys
shit.
and Joys.
Toys and Joys.
Toys and
bro.
Joys.
That was the spot.
That's right. Toys and
You
Joys.
could get I remember when Call of Duty was hot. They would be like, fuck it. We're not supposed to release it till tomorrow, but they were selling it the day before the release date.
Yeah.
And everybody in Hawaii was like multiple levels above everybody in the world because Toys and Joys was just like, fuck it, we're selling it as soon as we get it. They didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, I love that. That's awesome. Like, that's so cool.
Who was running Toys and Joys?
Tony just lost cool points. Yes. My bad, guys.
I remember the Tamagotchi shit, and then like everybody in Hawaii was into it.
I lost cool points.
Tamagotchis kind of died here, and then the mainland like started to pick it up, and then it was just
And then
like,
they came out with like nano babies and all that.
Nano
Like they
babies,
started
yeah.
making like the white folk.
I had the nano baby.
versions.
It was shit compared to the Tamagotchi.
I used to make
Yeah.
Chris. I used to make Chris abuse his nano baby. I'm like, hit that fucker.
Yeah,
dude.
I used to
Discipline.
discipline the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
just beat it till it. What did I say that one time? I think one time we were we were in the car one time with my mom, and I for some reason I said, "Yeah, Chris, beat it till its bosoms bleed," and I was like, "Oh wait." My mom's like, "What the fuck did you say?" I meant to say like for some reason I thought bosoms was ass and it's tits. So I learned something new that day. But my mom was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Where did you hear that word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on this porno. I was looking up large bosoms.
No, don't say that either. He got me in trouble the first time we got cable internet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And we were on the way to. So.
Well, we were both guilty. Like, don't
Yeah,
get me
don't
wrong.
try to put it on me. So Chris's parents went on like a camping trip, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you want to spend the night for the weekend? My parents are gone." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we're just spending. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I got new Roadrunner internet." All weekend we're just looking up
Roadrunner.
porno,
I'll
dude.
drink to that.
Hey, thanks Tavares. Thanks, bro. So the whole weekend we're just looking up porno, like, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, look how fast it loads, bro. We're all stoked.
This was the
the
first time
next-
cable internet
Yeah.
like came out. Like my parents were like, we didn't have internet at all, and then the cable internet came out, and my dad was like, okay, we're getting internet now. And yeah, this is like revolutionary because you didn't
Yeah.
have to dial up. You didn't
So
have to do all
fast.
that bullshit beforehand. You didn't have to listen to the fucking modem make that beep 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 like
Couldn't be
fucking
on the
noise.
phone at the same time too.
You
right?
couldn't,
you
yeah, it would
couldn't.
knock you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was like revolutionary shit. It was just like the internet speeds are so much faster. You didn't
Yeah.
need these damn cards.
Yeah.
You didn't need the dial up, and yeah.
So Chris was like, yeah, come
How
over
often
and
did
spend the
your
night.
parents let you on the internet?
Pretty much all the time. They
Yeah,
were.
they were
I
pretty.
mean,
they were pretty trusting.
my computer was the
Obviously.
computer was. We only had one computer in the house, so it was in my living room. It was
Yeah,
in the
so
living
it's-
room, so it's like I couldn't do anything while my parents were there. They were,
But they went camping for that weekend.
but they went camping that
And I
weekend.
came in and I was like, Chris,
I don't give a fuck.
let's do this. And we were just like, look at this girl's boobs. Look at this girl's boobs. So all weekend we're looking at porno. The next fucking week.
Well, it's not streaming sites like it is now.
Yeah, it's not like
Pornhub
it's like
now.
pictures. Yeah, it's pictures.
It was like Playboy and Penthouse.
My
and
mom said I knew I should have checked up on you guys that weekend.
And you can't get into the site really without a membership.
Paying, yeah.
You got to pay for a membership.
So we were just looking at random shit.
Porn wasn't free back then like it is today.
So
like back then you couldn't just get into porn sites.
Apparently one of
Yeah.
us clicked on something that input an address and all this stuff. So the next week we're getting dropped off at practice, and Chris's dad picks me up.
This is the Patakula days.
Yeah,
by the
so
way.
Chris's dad picks me up to take me to Patakula practice. I'm sitting in the back of his ZI Rock Camaro.
Yeah.
And he pulls up to the practice, Vienna, right behind the high school. And he looks in the rearview mirror. He's looking at me. He's like, Chris, did you talk to Tony yet? And I look at Chris like, what the fuck's going on? He goes, oh, no, not yet. And he's like, Tony, let me just tell you, I got some letters in the mail. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know what kind of sites you guys were looking at this past weekend. He's like, but I got a letter from analasians.com or something like that. And I was like,
no, it was like Playboy.com or something like that.
I'm pretty sure it was Anal Asians. Like, I don't think I would just forget. I remember
no Anal Asians.
I remember saying Anal Asians. I swear to God. Anyway, I can't think of any other context he would have said Anal Asians, and I can see your dad's face saying Anal Asians. But anyway,
that's weird. That's fucking weird.
Anyways,
this show just took a left and Sean's just like, what the fuck is going on?
I just came here to talk about basketball, man. But anyway, no, so sorry, Sean. But yeah, so he basically called us out on that, and I was just like, oh yeah, that was us. Sorry, Mr. Overton. And then he's like, don't let it happen again. And he let us go to basketball practice, and that was it. He was cool about it. He was really cool about it. But it was just like, oh shit, like, like this is like, oh, he's gonna tell my parents. I think my mom just found out.
I give my dad credit. He was always like, boys will be boys kind of like mentality about things. But at the same time, he would like be like, he was dad. You know what I mean? He'd be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why?
He was pissed, but he didn't like rub it in. You know what I mean?
It's. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
He didn't rub it in that we were probably rubbing it out. You know what I mean?
Well, no, not at that time, but
not at the same time.
I just got an erection.
Oh shit, my bad.
Those were mental images for later.
You probably look at my mom and dad are fighting in the chat right now. I should have went and checked up on you guys that weekend. Yes, you should have. You were a bad mom. LOL. You probably gave him the website to check it out. Can you guys not fight in the chat? That's too funny, dude.
Sinner.
That's the last time you'll slap your willy around.
So how do we get here?
I forget.
How did it?
I don't know. This is what happens on the show. The more alcohol, the more tangents we go on. But let's bring it back. Let's rewind it. And let's talk about what we're here to talk about. What is next for Rashaun Broadus?
Well, I want to.
How's that for a jumping off point?
That's how we just shoot into other things.
Well,
enough with the anal Asians. What's next for Rashaun Broadus?
I want to start my own business, a pro prep basketball training out in Vancouver. So that's what I'm going to end up building in the future. And,
Okay.
Nice.
And yeah.
Well, I mean, you already kind of got your foot in the door. You're coaching, so you already know the kind of the youth that's playing. That's your target market, right?
Definitely. You know what I mean? So coaching and then see where that where it leads me. But coaching is definitely what I'll be doing for the rest of my time. I'm the new Coach Mike.
How much is basketball
Just
grown in?
don't throw any fucking weird kicks, okay? You don't want to kick any of your players in the head.
I'll try to. It might be a board broken here and there.
How much has
clipboards are-
basketball like evolved in Canada since like maybe you first started playing there? Like, cause
Do you know that basketball originated in Canada? Dr. James Naismith was Canadian.
was he?
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's always been big there. Like, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like now, like for instance,
Well, aren't they
when
looking?
we were
They're
at
looking for a
UNLV,
new team, right? Vancouver or something.
A new team possibly could be coming to Vancouver. It'd be nice. So maybe Seattle would maybe get one first before Vancouver.
Come on,
Oh,
Sonics,
dude, that's how we became friends. We were Sonics fans.
Yeah, Sean
That's
Kemp and
dude.
Gary
That's
Payton.
my dude.
Those are the
Sean
days,
Kemp
dude.
is my dude.
Deadlift Shrimp.
I used to get all the shoes.
Oh
Perkins.
man, dude, the
Perkins.
dunks,
Sam Perkins. Yeah, man.
the dunks that fucking Kemp. Like I just maybe a month ago, it came up
glove,
on my
dude.
feed. It came up on my feed. It was just highlights of the Rain Man and his dunks. Fucking
Sean
nasty,
Kemp was a
dude.
beast, dude.
Fuck.
And when he was pointing at Gatlin.
He was such a fucking monster when he and it was all alley oops from the glove.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he just come flying out of nowhere and just throw that shit down. Dude.
Powerful, like Dominic.
Yeah.
He's flying though.
Gary Payton used to pick people's pockets like
Well,
nobody's
that's why it was
business,
called
dude.
the glove, man.
Yep. I got a pair of socks where it has Sean Kemp on one side and Gary Payton on the other.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
But,
The green sign.
what was who was the player you wanted to model your game after as a kid?
I was a huge Jordan fan.
Well, who wasn't?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So,
I wasn't. I didn't like Jordan.
fuck you.
I respected Jordan,
yeah.
but I hated Jordan.
It's kind of like me with LeBron. Like you're a good player, but I kind of just can't stand you because you cry too much. I feel like he's a crybaby.
I watch a lot of Allen Iverson. I like to steal moves from different players. Like
Yeah.
I respect somebody like DeMar DeRozan or Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Not because they're just great players and they're athletic, but the way their footwork is, right?
Okay.
So I paid attention a lot to a lot of the footwork and different moves, and guys who had that in their game was intriguing to me. You know, so yeah, Allen Iverson was definitely with the crossovers that
Allen
influenced me
Iverson
a lot
was-
too. I used to get his shoes and braid my hair just like him. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you had the braids in high school, and then a couple games you had the big fro.
Yeah, I used to wear it out. Like my dad used to
Yeah.
get mad at me because I would never comb it. I'd wake up and get dressed and go straight to school, nappy hair and all. I'll have the pick. I might put it in my hair, but I won't comb it.
Did you ever tell your dad practice? Practice? Talking about practice?
No.
My dad would slap me there. Hello, Dad.
So okay, out of all the players that you've looked up to, besides the Jordans and the Kobes, give me someone obscure that you stole, maybe not stole, but modeled your moves or something after.
Kobe Bryant. I love the fadeaway. I mean, Jordan was the first one to do it, but I watched a lot of Kobe, and I think he has better footwork than Jordan.
I think Kobe overall is like, he's a fucking killer on the court.
Yeah.
Jordan is too, and I fuck, dude. If I had to like take a pick between those two for my first pick, that'd be so hard to do.
Tough.
But
Jordan wins.
I mean, as far as the
I think
competitive,
Kobe had a better shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
maybe from the outside, like
Yeah,
yeah,
from the
outside
outside,
shot.
yeah.
But I mean, the competitiveness from both of those guys are such fierce competitors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they put in the fucking work, dude. Like both of those guys are the guys first last out of the gym kind of deal.
Jordan always
It's-
had the ball. The game was always in Jordan's hands.
Same thing
It
with
was
Kobe
always-
too, though.
it was
Kobe
always-
Over three people. He's
But
still-
LeBron, he'll pass off that shot, and it's like, dude, that's what doesn't put you in that category for me.
Yeah.
Like Jordan, Kobe, fuck you. If you don't give me the ball, we're fighting after the game, kind of deal.
Yeah.
LeBron's like, I'll pass it to fucking J.R. Smith.
LeBron is
what the fuck?
dominant,
J.R.
though.
Smith, get the
Yeah.
fuck out
The
of here.
thing with LeBron is he's dominant. Like, you don't get in his way. When he's, like, about to dunk the ball over your...
I'd be the very guy like,
locomotive.
try to run me over, LeBron. Let's do
you
it.
try standing in front of
No,
that,
I'm just
like-
saying if I was an
Jordan
NBA
was-
player, I'm not an NBA
Jordan
player.
was finesse. LeBron's, like, the opposite. He's, like...
He's power.
Brute force.
Yeah, brute force.
But, I mean, he impacts the game in so many different ways, right?
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun.
He's
to
a
watch.
I mean, LeBron's just a physical specimen. Like, no one can move. No one's that big and can move like him. You know what I mean? But it's just I don't feel like he has that killer instinct that LeBron or that Kobe and Michael had.
Yeah.
It's a different era, and a lot of it has to do with the way everything's refereed now.
Yeah, that's
so it's
true.
a different game.
It's
But-
a lot more...
true.
It was a lot more physical back then when Jordan was playing, and Larry Bird and those guys were, like, going at, like, those games with the Knicks Bulls,
Yep.
like, series. That was, like, one of the greatest series to watch, and...
For sure.
Jordan, when he had the flu, that
And
one
he
finals,
still- and he still
went
fucking won
beast
it?
Mode.
Yeah.
Like, that was an amazing game.
Yeah.
That was
He
crazy.
just collapsed on the floor after. Oh
Yeah.
fuck! And that's another thing too. The emotion that those guys put out on the court. LeBron, he loses. He's like, oh yeah, well it's a tough game. Yeah. Like, dude, there's like no emotion there. Like,
When they're off camera, you best believe
maybe they're just better trained to deal with on camera to be calm.
For sure.
Because, dude, oh, man, I just feel like the passion, he doesn't have the passion that Michael and Jordan had, is how I feel.
Yep.
And he doesn't have that competitiveness where I don't care if we're 20 down, I want the last shot, and I'm going to try shoot a 20-pointer if I get, you know what I mean? Whatever I got to do to win the game. Like, he just doesn't, like, you see him in the final. He has that give up kind of mentality sometimes. And that's just what I've seen from him maybe the last couple times he was in the finals when he knew that they were out. He just kind of like, fuck it. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen with Jordan and Kobe. Like they're never out of the game in their mind.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's that killer mentality. I don't.
That I'm
there's
the best
not.
mentality
I actually don't see anybody with that mentality in the NBA right now.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook.
But
that killer.
I don't know if it's. I think Westbrook has more of like just an ego versus that killer mentality. Because I don't know. I'm not a basketball expert. I'm not trying to act like I am, but it's just like I Westbrook, LeBron, they don't. That even like Curry, he doesn't have that killer mentality. If he's having a bad game,
Kevin Durant,
he pounds.
Like,
Maybe Durant.
Dude, when
Durant's nice. When he goes off, he goes off.
That guy's a machine, dude.
Yeah.
He has everything, and now his defense is picked up too. So
Maybe
Original
Draymond.
Supersonic
I'll give it to. I'll give Draymond. I'll say Draymond has that attitude where it's like he never counts himself out of a game, no matter if they're down or what. He's always fighting tooth and nail. That's the kind of basketball I like. I love that kind of basketball.
I think Draymond's like the goon, dude. He's like
love
the goon.
that, dude.
He's like talented, but he's like he'll get on your last nerve.
He's been scoring like crazy.
He's like the kind of like Vlade Divac used to do back in the day, or like I mean they're different styles, but I mean it's the same like mentality. It's like I don't care what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just piss you off, get in your head, Dennis Rodman style shit.
Oh, that was my dude too. I love Rodman.
Yeah, it was like that kind of stuff.
I loved Rodman.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't like him when he was on the Pistons, but I like Rodman on the Bulls.
I love that Detroit team too. That won that 1 year. That was a.
You talking about the Malice in the Palace year?
Oh, dude.
Ben Wallace,
yeah. Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince,
Rasheed Wallace,
yeah, Chauncey
Billups.
Yep.
That was a good fucking time. And when they got that game against Indiana against what was it, O'Neal and fucking
Ron Artest.
Dude,
that was fucking crazy, dude. I watched that live. I was watching that live when that shit happened.
I remember that.
That was fucking crazy.
Highlights, yeah.
I was like, I can't believe what is happening right now.
They're in the stands. They're punching fans.
Why is Ron Artest laying on the table? What is going on over here? And then someone throws a soda at him, and he's blitzing it up the stands.
Someone chucked the beer, and next thing you know, there's some fat white guy getting punched in the face by Ron Artest.
I guess the guy was heckling him or something like the whole game, or
yeah. And then he threw a beer on him. He was laying. Ron was just laying on the scorer's table, and the fucking fan chucked a beer and hit him. And he looked up and saw who threw it, and he went after his ass, dude.
Oh man,
that was the thing. Yeah, it was like they were like talking shit, and then people were telling him, "Hey, just chill out." So Ron Artest was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna lay on this table and like just let everybody boo me and whatever." Yeah. And then someone threw a fucking beer at him, and then he was like, "Oh, fuck this."
How did he even know where it came from, though?
He looked up and I guess he saw the guy like laughing or pointing or whatever. And he just, it might not even have been that guy, but in his mind, it was that guy, and he went after him, dude.
Wow,
that was a crazy game.
Yeah. They didn't even finish the game.
They didn't. They called it.
That's probably the only NBA game ever just.
I think
called.
it was a draw. I think at the end of the day,
I don't think there's ever been a game like that.
The only team would have drawn. No.
Yes. It was either a draw or forfeit, or like they just didn't count it. I forgot what happened with that, but yeah, they just ended up calling the whole thing.
Makeup game, maybe, or
no, I don't think they had a They didn't have a makeup game either, because they're not going to put those two teams back into each other unless they have to. You know, it's scheduled already. But okay, so let's bring it back again. We keep going off on tangents, but so your focus now is coaching and development of young players. You definitely have the knowledge and experience to impart on them. What are you looking? Obviously, you're going to be doing it where you're living in Vancouver.
Yep.
Hopefully for the new Supersonics team.
Dude, that'd be nice.
Right there,
that'd be nice.
Like,
that's how we got on the tangent. You brought up the Supersonics and we started going off. Fuck, come on, Russell. Russell Wilson, get that shit fixed up, man. I want them Supersonics back.
Bill Gates, man. Come on. How much fucking money do you have, dude?
It's literally like your weekend money. All we need is one weekend of money, and we're good. We can start a team.
Seriously.
Fuck. But
Anyway,
they would have to add another team to the East, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know how that stuff works, but what was the question? Like,
I mean, basically, what's next for? You were talking about your clinic. You're starting up your pro prep.
yep,
Pro prep
basketball training.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, like, what age are you looking to like start? What's the ideal age to start these guys to start prepping for the pros? Kind of deal.
Well,
Younger the better, I'm assuming, right?
yeah, you definitely want to start them early and teach them the game at an early age, and then develop with them, right? So I mean, I can teach all ages, and for this past year, I've taught 6th graders all the way up to university players. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't have a ceiling on who I can coach, and then hopefully I can end up turning into an AAU program and start traveling around.
So you want to start like your own club team kind of
Definitely.
deal? Okay.
Definitely.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And then coaching on the side, maybe I'll coach at a university or something like that. But yeah, just giving back to the youth out there, and just having fun being around the game. You
Like
know?
I said in the beginning, guys, basketball legend and just all around good guy, man.
That's the thing. I mean, I just want to be around the game in some way.
Aspect,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? Like
give it back a little bit too,
definitely,
right? Yeah.
definitely. And it'll be fun to see my kids and then my brother's kids
Right.
grow up, and then maybe I can one day coach them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm in the beginning stages of being a coach and trying to learn that side of the bench, and it's fun now because it's more thinking and strategic stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm
Strategy versus like physically putting it out there. You're trying to outsmart the other coach, basically.
Yeah, you know what
yeah.
I mean. So and now that I'm not playing it, I mean, now I can
Yeah.
I can control the games, you know.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm excited.
Besides, obviously playing in front of the crowd, what else are you gonna miss?
The traveling.
The traveling.
So,
You
I
like
mean,
to travel? You're the guy that like to go new places, see
for
new
sure,
things.
For sure. You know, I've lived out of a suitcase pretty much since leaving high school.
Yeah.
No shit.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, there's some places where I stayed. I mean, school, of course, you stayed multiple years, and there's one team that I stayed for 2, Cholet in Lithuania. But other than that, I was in places for 1 year at a time. You don't know where you're going to play next, which is exciting. And then, you know, you work hard for the next season to start up. So, I mean, traveling would probably be the best one, just seeing the world, you know, and that basketball took me.
You were saying,
And you had a more
were you mostly
guess,
pretty much all in Europe? You didn't go to like Asia or anything?
Yeah, I spent all my time in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have loved to, you know, get a chance to see Asia. But maybe I'll just travel there, just me and my family.
So let me
one
know,
day.
bro.
Yeah.
We'll go. I know all the spots in Japan, bro.
Well, shit. Let me know.
I got all
I'll
the
let
good
you
beer
know.
spots, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Man, I'm actually. I might be going to Japan in the next week or so. So, Chris, you're gonna have to find
That'll
a
be fun.
co-host.
May I have one more, please?
figure it out.
Of
Yeah.
course, you can have as many as you'd like.
Definite. Appreciate it.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about basketball wise? You want to plug your clinic, your program?
I don't have nothing to plug really right now at the moment, but no.
What is there anything you want to say, bro? You have an open forum.
Oh man. Oh,
I'll
thank
take
you.
another one too, though.
Appreciate it.
You can literally say anything on here. It's fine. But nah, man, thank you for coming and sharing your story, dude. Like, it's really cool. Like, I'm impressed with a lot of my friends coming out of. I mean, we've had some really amazing success stories out of Mililani
Chris.
with sports, with music. I think we were very blessed in Mililani to have the opportunities. I think we all of us had an opportunity at some point to do something, and some of us obviously took it a lot farther than others. But you had the talent, you had the drive to do it, so you deserved it.
us.
You know what I mean? But I mean, like, even with guys doing some of our friends that do music and they're playing like big stages, it's really inspiring to see people that follow their dream and like
For sure.
don't let anything get in the way. You know, they're pushing. They have a goal set in mind and they'll do what they got to do to get to it, dude. It's inspiring, and it's not just inspiring, but what's the word I'm looking for? Chris, help me out here.
Admirable.
Admirable. There you go. That works. Yeah, definitely. So,
All right, yeah. Let's open it up. If you guys want to ask,
anyone want to ask Rashaun a question, put it in the chat.
Uh-oh.
here it comes.
Here it comes. Let's have another cheers, guys.
Who's your
Cheers.
agent? No. Hold on. Let me top this off.
Oh my God. You did get us our beers,
What
so
kind
we'll
is
wait
that?
for you.
This is the Skinny Jeans IPA. It's a local beer
Oh, wow.
from Waikiki Brewing Company. We got a lot of. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of how many local breweries have been popping up in the last 4 or 5 years, but it's actually growing quite a bit now.
David Tavares wants to know, Sean, do you consider yourself a brown bone? What's a brown bone, Bo? I don't know.
This needs some context.
Let him
Yeah,
explain.
you mind explaining what a brown bone is, there, Mr. Tavares?
JR.
They're like, fuck. Here we go.
Cheers, boys.
Here comes the Mililani questions.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Fellas.
That's what
Thank
I was
you.
hoping
Cheers
for.
to everybody out
Cheers,
there.
everybody.
Go ahead, Dave.
Please explain what the brown bone is. I'm assuming.
Is it something you can put in the text?
He told me a few days ago while we were playing foosball and watching One Punch Man, but it'll be better coming from him. One
Okay, you
Punch
sound
Man
like an anime guy. So,
I've seen a
what's your
few.
top animes here? What do you like? One Punch Man's a good one.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't watch none of the old school ones really. I'm just now starting to get into the anime.
I kind of am too.
So I mean, but One Punch Man, I'm really into that right
Yeah.
now. I like it, and they're on season 2, so it's I got.
I haven't started season 2 yet. Do you like it so far? Yeah.
You'll
Okay,
like
I gotta-
it. He's
yeah.
funny as hell though.
Yeah. I love it.
The only anime I ever watched was Shin-Chan, the little boy that used to just do
Shin-Chan.
like weird shit. I thought I was funny, but other than that, I never. Oh, and there was another one. It was like
Avatar too.
Avatar?
Will Avatar be
Yeah,
on it?
Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to watch what's the one with the giants?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on.
Yeah,
I
that's a
tried
good
to
one.
watch
Episode
it
of
and
that.
I just couldn't get into it, dude.
I saw one.
Yeah.
I think of it as like almost like a Game of Thrones version of
They're
anime.
going over the wall and everything.
Yeah,
It's like
To
kind of
attack the-
medieval vibe.
They had these giant walls and they're like
But they
breaking
have-
into the town and eating all the little people.
Yeah, well, wasn't there a guy and his girlfriend that was like breaking the rules and going over the wall or something like
Yeah,
that? Or were
yeah.
they playing a game near the wall?
It's
I watched like the first maybe 3 episodes and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh man,
there's a lot going on.
David, man, we're waiting for you to explain what brown bone.
I don't know. I don't know if he took typing classes.
He had to. If he went to Mililani, we all had to take that damn typing class.
One thing that Dave got me on was Shinobi. Have you ever seen that?
I played the video
The
game.
video game on Sega?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my
The
brother
old school
played that.
video.
too.
Yeah.
Actually, I played the one on Xbox too when it was coming out. Or
Oh, and they remade
PlayStation
it. They
2.
remade it on
Yeah,
Xbox.
I mean, they
yeah.
still make Shinobis every now and then. It's just like
Yeah. So the Emperor put these 2 clans against each other. It was like a tournament of your best 5 warriors. you know,
Really?
And
Mortal Kombat style shit.
yeah, and whoever
Oh.
won, I guess I forget what the
Your
the
brother,
ending was
your
about.
brother's saying it means light-skinned black people.
Light-skinned black people. So, yeah, but he didn't. David has to go in depth about what it really means because it's like light-skinned black people, like my color or something like that, or Steph Curry's color.
Okay.
So, and I think Dave, I'll let Dave say it, man. It'll be way better coming from Dave. Where are you, Dave?
Can you Skype in? We can
we
Skype
need
him in.
to-
We can Skype him in.
I feel like we need a detailed explanation.
Yeah,
of this.
you need a detailed one, and he'll give you it better than me.
If Phil was here, he'd probably be able to explain it to us.
What was it called again? Brown bone?
Brown bone. I see
Well,
I
yes
see
or no?
pornos with
Yes or
red
no?
bone. I don't know what that means though.
Red bone is a light-skinned girl. I think it's like a Georgia or Atlanta.
Oh.
Like a Georgia slang, I think.
What?
Okay.
Really?
I think
Yeah, I never knew what it was. I was just like,
red
okay.
bone, yeah. or in some places like Texas, they'll call them yellow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
isn't that the Asian people?
I,
Just kidding.
I guess whoever's saying it, whoever you
yeah.
say it to, but yeah.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, one
I'll
of my
regulate every
teammates
shade of that ass.
One of my teammates was from Texas, from Beaumont. He played with Kendrick Perkins back in high school.
Oh,
yeah?
shit, Kendrick
At Alexander.
Perkins.
Yeah, I played with Ken, his name's Kenny Young. He's from Beaumont. But yeah, I played with him at BYU for 2 seasons.
Okay.
Good guy. But that's how he used to say red bone. Well,
I don't even know. The only term I know is LBFM. And that refers to Filipino girls. They,
oh no, not red bone.
It's
yellow. It's called
little brown fucking machines.
What is this?
LBFM.
LBFM.
Little brown fucking machines.
And
It's in reference to Filipino girls.
I didn't know
that's
there was
only that's the only thing I've heard as far as like describing chicks in that sense.
I'm horrible with abbreviations.
I mean, there's BBW and all the normal
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't click
MILF
on those.
and,
I don't click on the BBW.
No, I know you. Yeah, I know you do, dude. I know you check it out.
That's not my cup of tea, bro.
Hey now.
Hi, Mom. Sorry. I gotta remember sometimes my mom watches the show.
Anyway, yeah. Most search terms on Pornhub. Anime porn is like the most popular version of porn.
Dude, so we did a list of what was like the most looked up. What was the most looked up things on Pornhub the last year? I think Incredibles was like number 1. The Incredibles was number 1. It's weird.
It beat out what's that? Frozen?
I guess, yeah.
It varies by region, obviously, but
apparently, yeah.
I think the U.S. was like lesbian was like the top one, and then in like Russia it was like anime. It was like hentai, I guess, whatever.
Chris memorized it. Just so he knows when he's in
Europe,
different countries.
Europe was like super hentai heavy. It was weird.
You would think it'd be Japan.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm pretty sure Japan was too.
These are the things we talk about on Inappropriate Bar Talk. But okay.
So what do you watch? No, I'm just kidding.
What are you into, Sean?
I don't watch it.
I go to church, you sons of bitches.
I went to BYU.
Yeah, I read the Book of Mormon. Okay, so is there anything else? Any other questions for Sean?
He still never even wrote the question.
He's scared. David don't want to get into it.
He doesn't want to get put on blast.
He don't want people to think he's like looking that up. You know.
I didn't
he
even
don't want
know
his
what it
wife being
was.
like, "How do you know what that is, David?"
I checked your search history.
YouTube.
Porndoctor.com.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think it is. Also, why would I have said it? Anyway.
Hi, Jovi.
Hi, she's the one that told me about it.
So Tony got he has a new girlfriend from the Philippines.
I do.
And she might be coming here soon.
Hopefully. That's the plan.
That'll be amazing.
So, I got to go up. She has her interview on the 4th. I'm trying to go up there and be moral support. And her birthday's on the 2nd and mine's on the 9th. So I'm just trying to, be there for that first week of June.
Wait, you're going to be there during your birthday?
I might have to fly.
I know, right?
I might have to fly.
We're not having the Tony birthday show? What the hell, man?
I might have to fly to Japan on my birthday.
Wow.
So from Philippines to Japan, then back. So I gotta do some work on my trip. I gotta go turn into Godzilla and lay the smackdown on some Japanese guys that are trying to fuck us, and then make friends with these new Japanese people.
Any interest in the new Godzilla movie?
Actually, I do want to see it. It looks pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
No.
I'm curious. I'm always the last two have sucked.
Yeah, they were pretty terrible.
I don't know if I've seen the last one.
They're not worth watching.
Yeah, they're not good. But this new one looks like the special effects. The special effects look legit. They have like all the fucking major monsters in it, like Mothra and fucking the 3-headed dragon thing. I forget what it's called, but
yeah,
all of that is gonna be in it. So it's supposed to be pretty epic. I'm interested. Let's check it out.
When is it coming out?
Maybe in a month. I think maybe next month.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. I don't know. I still haven't even seen Avengers Endgame yet.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
So no,
this is terrible.
I'm planning. I'm
planning. People, yeah.
I'm planning to see it in the Philippines, where I've been watching all my Marvel in the Philippines. Like I saw Captain Marvel in the Philippines. I saw Infinity War, I think, in the Philippines. No, I saw it on a plane to the Philippines.
They had TVs.
Yeah, and on the plane. Yeah, just no working toilets. You just gotta poop on other people's poop. Just kidding.
One toilet. I can't believe that.
No, there was multiple toilets, but they're all filled up. Like it's a regular plane. It's not like they built it out of like bamboo and coconut or anything. But
for sure. But I mean,
but yeah, it was just disgusting. It was a bad thing.
Say no more.
Yeah. Our movie's cheaper there. Everything's cheaper in the Philippines.
Are the theaters air conditioned?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually have really
Do they
nice
have
theaters.
reclining seats?
3D.
No, they don't have a reclining seat. Oh, I don't think they recline. No, they didn't recline. Not like how they do here.
Okay, lame.
But they were comfortable. It was good. It's interesting. They play their national anthem before every movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you have to like stand up and like do all the things.
Wow.
I don't know it, so I just stood up. You know.
No.
Yeah,
everyone was
seriously, right?
singing.
That's what I think of too. Is like
They're
I think of what you call the interview.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We will murder America. Like, it's I don't know. I know the Philippines is a lot more friendlier toward the United States, but still.
Not with Duterte. He did not like Obama.
He didn't like
He
Canada
called him-
sending all the trash over there.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. How much is it to see a movie there? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe like 200. Maybe like not even $5
Yeah.
to see a movie.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a beer there for 60 pesos. That's like,
That's the name of the money, pesos?
yeah, they have Philippine pesos. So, I think it's like $1.20 for a beer. Is like pretty standard for like
For one
local beers.
For $1 US, how many pesos you get?
51 to 52. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's pretty cheap over there. Everything's pretty cheap. You can go and get a meal for like 300 pesos.
Holy.
It's like $6, but like a good meal, like full on, like you're not going to finish it meal.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you can live on like a king for.
That's why I like going there, you know?
Yeah.
Live like a king.
For sure.
Fucking renting, like, the last time I went there, I got a suite. It had its own, my suite had a steam room in it,
Nice.
a jacuzzi tub, a living room, my bed. Dude, I paid like less than I would pay for like a shitty hotel in Waikiki. I think I paid like $200 a night, maybe. Actually, I think I paid $189 a night.
Nice. Yeah.
And I use that steam room every day. I just went in there, just like
Detox.
just
feeling
sweat out
nice
all my
after.
fucking alcohol I drank
Yeah.
the night before. Yeah.
Are there any crazy physical therapy things you do? Do you go into like
Like the hyperbaric chamber
yeah,
kind of deal?
Like a saltwater tank or whatever. Yeah.
Like I've done big ice baths. Like when we were at BYU, we had this like treadmill in the water, and this is after I twisted my ankle, and you got to do start testing out where you're at if you need to.
Oh,
sit
so
out a few
you're
more
it's
days.
like
Low
weight
impact.
less low impact.
Low
Yeah,
impact,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we would do ice baths all like
I could never do that.
2-3 times a week.
The ice
something like
baths?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
that's-
mandatory. You had to go in the ice bath at least.
Well,
15
you were
minutes.
telling me the other day that you guys had these special little like booties you would put on to keep your toes warm or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So he said it wasn't that bad because, I mean, they
It was
tried.
bad, but
But you said it helped, right?
It helped. It definitely helped.
It kept you warm. I guess just covering your toes. It said just cover his toes and it kept them warm.
That's why you'll have a bucket and you'll put your foot in with your toes sticking out the end. You'll keep your
Yeah.
toes out and you can stay in the ice water a little bit longer.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I could never do that shit, dude.
We
Even when I
haven't
blew out my ankles, they wanted like just my leg in the thing, and I'd be like, dude, it's too fucking cold, dude. It burns, man. I gotta take this shit out.
It's
I
hard
can't do
to
it.
like. It's to the point where your body just gets numb and you don't really even feel it anymore.
Definitely.
That's what you gotta like fight for. You just gotta fight through that initial maybe like couple minutes.
Have you ever tried the ice baths, you guys?
No, I just would do my leg would go in the ice. So
Yeah, I
Troy
would
them
do- I
had
would
that,
do
that little
body
the little
parts,
thing in
but I
the
would never
training
do-
room.
Yep.
They had like a small one.
Yep.
I would just soak my put my leg in it, and I was like, dude, I'd have to take it out like every couple minutes. Like I'm like, and he'd always yell at me like, leave it in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, it's fucking cold.
Yeah. I was
Can't do
about to
it.
say if you're dipping like your toes first or something like that, you need to just dive on in there. You know what I mean?
And you just have to go.
You have
just
to
gotta
go.
go.
Yeah,
And go to your waist at least.
And we had a couple
you
of
gotta
them at
get
Punahou
gotta
when
get your
I went
balls
there.
in and just
Oh, for sure.
Just
And
let it do its thing.
I jumped in
Oh,
a
it's
few
cold.
times, but I never stayed in for more than like 5 minutes. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, no, I'm done.
Feel good though after too. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
after
the
a couple,
recovery
like
time
your
is-
body gets kind of used to it.
See, I like
But
the
at the same
steam,
time,
but
I'm
the
just like-
cold.
Yeah.
I don't like a sauna. I like a steam
Yep.
Yeah.
versus like the dry heat. I could stay in there long, like no problem. But that ice, dude, I can't do it, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm out.
Yeah, you'll feel like
It
$1
hurts.
million bucks after,
Oh,
man. Like
fuck.
your body will recover faster.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it reduces inflammation
Well, I mean,
in
I
the
was,
muscles.
okay, I get that. But
The heat would make it worse.
It helps out the old guys too. Well,
it just hurts, man. It hurts.
Just
walking
reduces.
after it feels like you're walking on
Yeah.
pins and needles. And
Oh,
shit.
like your
Well,
legs are
especially if you
asleep.
have
yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah,
if you have parts that are just like swollen all the time, the ice bath is like the best thing.
yeah. Especially with your ankles, man. You gotta
I
live
should
in the
have,
ice
yeah,
bath.
but I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
So every time after you play like pickup ball, would you ice your knees and your ankles after?
No.
So
I don't even stretch when I'm done.
Oh.
I just fucking go home and
Oh,
shower and go to bed.
no stretching.
Bro, I stretch for like, even when I played, like even when I was younger and played, like I hardly ever stretch.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, I stretch now before the games. It's like just my hamstrings and my calves. I don't want to pull them. But other than that, I don't really stretch. I don't know. I probably should.
You probably should.
Definitely, you feel a lot better. Believe me, like
When you're
more
younger,
flexible.
it's not as important, but
Yeah.
when you're our age now, you
Oh,
got
the day after, nowadays after the game, I only
Take
play.
yoga or something.
What is it like?
Bananas.
I think our games are like
Yep.
15-minute halves running clock. Maybe not even. I don't even know.
High school games?
No. Our men's league right
the
now.
men's league.
But I know I only play like maybe half the each play, not even half
You
the
should
game.
have this guy show up for like one game.
No, dude, if he
Just
showed
one
up,
game, just
first
one
of all,
game.
it's the same referees. He shows up, they're gonna remember him, and I'm like, dude, this is a C league. You're not allowed to play.
They wouldn't let me play.
There's no way
He's
they're
gonna
gonna allow
dunk
you
the
to
ball
play.
in the first play, and then you just
Some of the other
like-
teams are players probably from our. They'll remember you. People know who you are.
There's a restriction on the league or something?
Yeah, we can't have A. You're definitely an A
Oh,
player.
there's levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're in like the C league right now, or
Yeah.
maybe even a D. I don't know what we are in, but we're not in the A league.
I'll wear a wig or something.
Hey,
man.
trust me, you want to come? We don't have a game this weekend. Next weekend we have a game. You want to come? I'm pretty sure everybody will be fine with you playing on our team. It's the other team and the refs that might not allow it.
I won't even wait. Yeah, I won't even waste my time.
Yeah.
Guaranteed not let me.
You gotta wake up in the morning and drive all the way to Poly. Like you don't want to waste your time.
But if y'all are hooping, like at some
Why
point, I'm
not?
down
This
to
guy,
show up
this
for
is what
sure.
he does for a
Maybe
living.
I gotta talk to Rob. Rob them run the Sunday games
yes.
at Wayana.
Just
Yeah.
jump in, dude.
I told him. the other day.
He wants
Jump
to
in,
come
dude.
to my
Just
game.
have
I'm
him
more than
jump in.
willing to take him. He
Just
can
be
wear
like-
my jersey. Right now we're tied for first.
Yeah?
We're
No.
2-0.
Oh, they definitely ain't letting y'all.
They're not gonna let us bring you in.
I'm gonna bring a.
You guys brought a fucking
Need a
ringer?
ringer.
Fuck you
Yeah.
guys.
All of a sudden,
Right before playoffs
he's got
and
like
shit.
50 points in a game, and it's just like, wait, hold on.
Rob
man.
says dress
you
as
gotta-
Uncle Sean, like Uncle Drew.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
old, like
Put the old man makeup on and shit, and just
Spider-Man
Yeah.
costume and shit. Hell yeah.
trust me, I thought about it. I was like, dude, I even asked Phil, I was like, Phil, you think I can sneak Sean? And he goes, dude, they're not gonna let him play. Like so it's you remember the ref that had the Jordan tattoo on his leg? And he had the mustache and
He was refereeing in shorts.
always refereeing in shorts. This is Hawaii, bro. They all referee in shorts.
shit. I would too.
You don't remember him? They were twins.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were twin brothers that used to ref.
They
So-
refereed the OIA
Yeah,
games.
yeah. So
in the
he
summer leagues?
refs this league. He'll remember you
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's no way I'm gonna be able to sneak you in.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, the twins. Yep, those guys.
Yeah.
Not two refs. So I
If
got.
y'all win, are y'all moving up to like B League or
If
anything
we
like that?
win,
They're gonna kick y'all out of C?
we might have to move up, but we've literally this is the best we've done ever since I've been playing with Adrian. Just because we do you know who
The
Destry
X
is?
Factor. Yeah, I know Destry.
So Destry jumped on our team. So we actually have a point guard now, and
Destry's a smart player.
yeah, Destry's a smart. So we've been winning and like playing, like we've been scoring good, and I'm like, dude, thank God, because the last guy we had on our team, nice guy, but just I feel like he'd never played like real basketball before, as far as like for like his high school team or anything, because all he does is fight with the ref. The whole time he's arguing with the refs to the point where they kicked him out of the league.
Holy.
So he's not even allowed to play in the league anymore, and that's why Destry moved in. And I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. Thank God we got a point guard, dude.
It changed everything.
It changed everything. Now it's the same. We have everybody's the same players, but
Yep.
now all of us are scoring.
Oh, he's getting people the ball.
He's
more, right?
distributing, dude. He's
Yep.
getting good passing down under the basket.
Everybody's
Like
taking wide open shots now.
basically, yeah, we're
Yep.
getting good looks, and it's like before. The guy that would he'd be fighting with the ref trying to hold the ball, and I'm like, dude, pass the fucking ball. If you want to argue with the ref, get out of the game and go argue with the ref. It's driving me
Keep
nuts.
it moving,
dude.
yeah.
Like we're not here. Bottom line is this guy treated it as he's never played like a real in a championship in the playoffs or anything like that. So this is his like moment. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I'm just trying to break a sweat and get some exercise. It's like if you're taking this league seriously, you gotta stop. Like just stop.
Some people can't turn out.
And
that
his son was playing on the team, and he, like the whole time he's yelling at the ref. Like, dude, you're setting a terrible example for your son. He's like 18 right now. Like,
Yeah.
what is he gonna go do this in his high school games because he saw you doing it? Like, come on, you're setting a bad example.
Did he graduate already?
Yeah, actually, the kid went Marines, I think.
Oh, nice.
Or Air Force, maybe. I don't know. Military, something though.
An academy or just
No, he went military, not in the academy. But, what else you want to talk about, Sean? Dude, bro, this is your time,
Doesn't have
bro.
to be basketball. What do you got going? What else you
What's
got
on your
going
mind, Sean?
Yeah,
What's new with you, bro?
I'm terrible with.
Well, Chris, did you have any topics that you want to talk about before? I mean, we're kind of getting into we're moving into that third hour already, second and
Game of
half
Thrones, bro.
Should we hit up? Should we just go into it?
I think we got to recap a little bit, and maybe
fill me in.
maybe we'll.
Should I see if I can find
do
the
a better
rap?
Yeah,
See
let's
if they
pop
have,
it up.
Let's see if they have
do
the
it. We
rap
gotta
for the
do Game
final
of Thrones.
episode.
If anything, Game of Thrones, we got to talk about it because this is the last episode. We gotta. There's been so much backlash with this episode. So many people are upset, obviously, with how short the season was. The ending was never going to be perfect. It never is.
Bran, oh, Bran.
Okay. I got the rap recap.
All right,
Ready?
here's the rap recap from Sci-Fi.
There we go.
Check this shit out.
Oh, Bran, oh, Bran.
They do this for every
Game of Thrones
episode.
Season 8, Episode 6. Look, we're gonna make this quick. This finale was problematic and also pretty anticlimactic. Jon killed Dany, drove him up to the throne. Bran's king, and apparently he knew all along. Tyrion's the hand once again, of course, and Sansa's the queen of the independent North. Grey Worm's mad.
You are not here to speak.
And Jon's back to the wall. Arya's looking like Christopher Columbus, and that's about all. The first problem that we're facing is our frustration with the new administration.
Introducing Brandon Stark, the Broken, your new protector of the realm. He's arrived on a queenless ticket, with Tyrion once again as hand. Brandon the Broken, taking the throne right to you. That's right, the throne is portable now.
But that's not all, no, we got more. Here's a list of the problems that we gotta explore.
1. Jon Snow, the half Targaryen, half Stark main character, hero of the show, is going back to the Wall. This is why the Lord of Light brought him back, to lead a nature walk with the free folk. 2.
Spoiling everything
Arya's
for you
apparently
right
now
now.
a
Yeah,
world
sorry,
explorer
bro.
looking for,
Oh,
we have
good.
no idea. But
Gotta
we feel
catch
you,
up.
Arya. We're looking for answers too. 3. Drogon pieced the hell out, and they lost a dragon? How do you lose a dragon? 4. Bran is king? Bran, the most aloof, distant, disconnected, morally ambiguous character in the whole show? 5. King's Landing
older.
is looking mighty fine right now. What happened 3 weeks ago was destroyed.
Yeah,
You telling me
exactly.
that they
Yeah, that was
built
kinda weird.
Everything back up in 3
Hey,
weeks?
hey.
6. Danny's death was so cliche. Come on. An off-screen stab during a lover's embrace? Yeah. Right. Cool,
I
cool,
call
cool.
that shit.
Don't get
You
us
did call
wrong,
that.
It wasn't rotten to the core. There were great moments. Well, more like 4. 1. Jon and Ghost. Sansa got what she wanted the most. 3. Drogon melting the throne. And Ed Tully getting totally pwned.
Sit down.
Please sit.
He tried, though. He tried. I got to give him. He tried.
We were the watchers on the couch, and we were loyal to the end. The finale was pretty bad, and there's no need to pretend. Cause we won't let this ruin a ride. We love Game of Thrones, and we say it with pride.
All right. So that was the rap recap.
The rap
They did that. Sci-Fi did one of those for every episode. So
Sci-Fi.
you can go and check those out when you do catch up. But yeah, there's a lot of pissed off people that when it comes to Game of Thrones, man, they're not. They feel like they were cheated on this last. Basically, they built up this amazing story, and then everybody's waited all this time, and then they're just like, and this is how it ends. It's basically what it was, and it was like, oh, you motherfuckers.
This is 8 years of our lives.
Yeah.
How long has it been on?
Now,
8
okay.
years?
Yeah.
I've been watching since 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Like literally when the show was starting. So now I'm invested in all this time. I'm not one of those people who like caught up from like no offense to anybody out
That's
there
how it
who's
was with
done
Friends.
it. It's a great show.
For
But
sure.
I'm just saying I'm the one I've invested that time, in this show. So like when it gets to this 8th season, you gotta just
You gotta bring it, bro. You can't
I don't give a
half-ass
fuck I don't give a fuck about your Star Wars movie because the writers have a Star Wars movie upcoming.
Yeah.
They also are apparently done with the show. It's like, dude,
Well, and they released an article too that said that there's not going to be a sequel because everyone was like, oh, maybe they're going to make a sequel where Arya's going.
Arya sequel,
And they're like,
awesome.
that would be awesome, but they're like, nope, that's not happening. Everything's
Wow.
going to be prequels.
Never say never.
They just lost
The people.
interest?
What's that?
They just lost interest.
Yeah,
you think?
so the writers,
Yeah.
I think the writers just got tired of doing the show and they wanted to do other things. Like for instance, Star Wars that they got coming up, and even the actors, they all want to branch out and try to become movie stars and
Yep.
stuff. No offense, Kit Harington, it
had no-
ain't you. I think if anyone gets
The acting, nobody's complaining about the quality of acting.
no, yeah, it was just the overall
scenes
story.
and the CGI and most of the storytelling has been pretty legit up until this very last season, where it's just like everybody feels shortchanged, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way you can culminate all this shit that's been happening into fucking 6 episodes. There's
no
and
way.
everybody said it. Everybody said it from the fucking start. How are you gonna do this in 6 episodes?
Damn, people were predicting it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious, dude.
Well, I mean, most seasons were 10 episodes.
10 episodes,
an hour each,
8 to 10 episodes,
and they nothing ever got answered. So it's like if you can't answer it in 10 episodes, how are you gonna sum up everything in 6 episodes? You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of things that are unanswered, and hopefully maybe they become answered in the prequels. But I don't know how they're gonna do that.
It would be different writers, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be different writers, but possibly people off the same team. But the 2 head guys, like the directors, they're the head producers. Basically, they're out. They're doing Star Wars. So, I mean, and each of these episodes they were estimating to be like $10 million an episode to shoot this last season.
HBO said we'll go as long as you want to go.
Yeah, but the writers were like, "Nah, we're done."
Yeah.
The HBO's like, "Dude, as long as you guys want to
So
keep
you wanna
doing
go
this,
10 seasons, we'll go 10 seasons. We don't
World
care.
watching, like
Yeah.
They for real, they got the whole world watching. Like, that's one of maybe a handful of shows that's ever
Walking
been.
Dead.
Walking Dead.
We kind of fell off.
I fizzled out after season 2. I was like, okay, I get it. They find a place, they feel safe. Zombies come, they gotta run. Every episode is the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? And then they ran into the people that.
Well, there's Negan and stuff like that. That was like season 7.
I stopped before all that happened though.
It kind of started getting a little hokey and repetitive.
Exactly.
I've seen the first two seasons. I think.
I mean, Walking Dead was pretty good up until about season 6
and then
or
they
7,
came out
and
with
then it kind of gets repetitive.
Yep.
It's like they find a town, they feel safe, and then they find out these people in the town are evil, and then they got to fight them. And then once they beat them, they find the next town, and the whole shit just happens again.
But then what really threw me off is they made a spin-off, Fear the Walking Dead, that ran the same time as The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? What show am I supposed to be watching right now? Like, it's 2 different shows.
Well, one was like based in Georgia, and then the other one was based like on the West Coast. It was in like California.
It's that one black guy at the beginning of the show, right?
Right.
So
it was more of like a West Coast vibe.
Yeah. So
to
what
it.
are
It
they?
was a
But are they
different crew.
supposed to meet up at
I don't
some
think
point?
so. No, I don't think that was ever the intention.
That's just his story from his eyes, or who?
I didn't watch
the
Fear the
original
Walking Dead too
Dead,
much.
it
The
wasn't-
original
yeah.
Walking Dead
Yeah.
was good up until about the last 2 seasons, and then I think everybody just got kind of tired of the storyline.
No.
Negan was a great villain, and he gets involved in the 7th season.
That's the guy with the barbed wire bat. Right?
Barbed wire rat. He's a great character, but at the same time, it's just they started killing off like major characters, and then I think people once they got rid of some, like especially 2 major. Spoiler alert: Carl dies. So once that happened, I think everybody just was like, "Fuck this! I'm not even invested anymore." Because he was in the comic books, he was supposed to be the badass,
the little kid, right?
Be pretty much the.
That's the one that murked his mom.
Yeah,
the son,
Right, yeah. And he had like an eye patch and shit.
Yeah, he had the eye patch. And
My mom says we still have Stranger Things to look forward to.
He had his eye shot. He had his eye shot.
I don't think
out.
I've seen that episode.
Yeah, but he lives.
Yeah. Oh,
so
my mom says we still have Stranger Things to look forward to.
Stranger Things preview came out. Ashley, if you want to pop that up on the Banet, we can pop that one. Wait, let's finish up the Game of Thrones thing real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, the fucking scene opens with Daenerys at the top of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Evil Empire, like Star Wars shit, all the way,
totally.
dude. This is like dark Empire shit. You know when
y'all just ruined it for Rashaun.
no,
he said it was okay.
Okay, so you seen the latest Star Wars, right?
I'm not sure.
Like the Last Jedi or the Last Jedi or Force Awakens. Have you seen any of those? So basically, when they're standing on that planet, and there's like the dark black and red banners on shit.
It just looks
and it's just
evil.
armies of shit, and it's just like nobody's gonna stop us. We'll take everything.
She just looks like a tyrant.
Yeah. It basically she turns into the Mad Queen, which is what everybody is referring to. Her father was the Mad King.
Yep.
So she went ape shit on West or
burned down the whole town.
Burned down the whole town. So now she seems like this. There was a great scene. Everybody said this was an awesome scene where she's walking down the tunnel toward the top of the stairs above all her troops and everything. And there's a backdrop of the dragon's wings coming up behind her.
And it looks like her wings.
Yeah, it looks like her wings coming out of her back. And it just like...
And then she gives this speech how she's basically... She's giving this speech how they've achieved their goal and all this stuff, but they're going to continue. They're not done yet.
Yeah.
And then Jon's still trying to stick up for her, and Tyrion walks up to her. Well, he walks up to her and he takes off his little pin that marks him as Hand of the Queen and throws it down the fucking stairs. And she just tells her guards, fucking grab him. He gets in prison. And then Jon goes to talk to him, and Tyrion's like, did that sound like a speech that someone that's done fighting wars? And that's when Jon realized, he's like, fuck, I got to take this bitch out.
I don't know. He said, I'll serve my queen.
Yeah.
But it was as Jon was walking out of the room, he said, what will your sisters do? And Jon knows they ain't going to do that. They ain't gonna
she said, yeah, because basically she's going to go, her whole goal is she's going to go to all the kingdoms and make them bend the knee. And then he asked her, you think your sisters are going to bend the knee? And he knew, no, there's no fucking way. And then now my girlfriend's going to be fighting my sister. I ain't dealing with this shit. I'm killing this bitch.
Yeah.
Holy.
And I think a lot of it had to do with what she said when they were actually embracing. There was a part, I can't remember the quote, but she said something, and you can kind of see Jon's face like, oh, fuck. And that's when he's kissed her and fucking shanked her.
He said it was like, you are my queen. Like,
no. What
king.
she said something to, oh, fuck. She said something to the,
like,
what the fuck?
What is going on?
Siri?
Siri wants to get involved in this conversation too.
Siri, you're not involved in this. Get out of here. Fuck, I can't. I gotta go back and watch the episode. But she
mentioned something to the effect of, forget all those people. It's about you and me and us ruling this kingdom together. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Don't you want to be a part of, like, don't?
But there was one, like, there's like one sentence she says, and even I was like, oh shit, like that wasn't the right thing to say, because it made her sound like a tyrant, and I can't remember the quote right now, but it's whatever. She said some shit. Jon was like, nah, you're not the right one, and he put her down, and I thought for sure her dragon was gonna fucking eat him. Like, I thought for sure, okay.
So the dragon
she had three of them, right?
Yeah, she had three, but
two died already.
Two died. It only comes down to hers. So Jon can't get access to her without going through the dragon.
He walks
first.
right
the
past
dragon
it.
recognizes him and lets him go through.
Yeah.
But after he kills her, the dragon feels it and starts flying around. And all of a sudden, the dragon's
right on top
of him. So they're in the busted ass throne room with the open roof, right? The roof is gone because they destroyed it. So they're in the throne room, and basically he's holding a dead Daenerys in his hands, and the dragon pops up behind him, you know? Wow. And the dragon just fucking looks at him like...
He goes nuts. He's roaring and fucking... He starts looking at Jon like he's about to blow fire, and you see the fire coming up, and he turns his head and hits the throne and just melts the fucking throne into like a puddle of fucking piss. And then he picks up Daenerys and he just flies off, and that's the last you see of the dragons and Daenerys.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I got excited like I just watched Goku turn Super Saiyan for the first time. Like, great picture.
It's a pretty epic scene.
It is pretty epic, yeah.
Yeah,
That's one thing about even though it was rushed and stuff, like the scenes that they do set, they're good at setting that epicness.
Yep.
I'm gonna coin that word, the epicness of the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Game of Thrones, you will be missed. But
I mean, that's all you got to know.
Yeah.
Pretty much for the most part. Then it comes down to, okay, she's dead. The king's got to decide who they want to be king.
So basically what happens is the Unsullied arrest Jon, and they have Tyrion already arrested. So they bring Tyrion out, and he walks into basically the arena of where they used to fight the dragons and shit before. And it's all the heads of the houses of Westeros. So basically they turn it into a democracy in a sense, to where the heads of the houses vote.
Call it a republic.
There you go, republic. Of who votes in, who becomes king. The heads of the houses vote. And they all voted in Bran because he's like literally the most neutral person that doesn't,
cripple, right?
Yeah, doesn't give a fuck about anything. He just disappears in his own head half the time. But they elected him, and then he appoints Tyrion as his hand, and Tyrion's like, I don't want it. Nope, I'm not taking it. And he's like, motherfucker, Bran says, motherfucker, I don't want to be king either. So the Unsullied want to kill you, I'm trying to make you king, or make you the king, hand to the king, even though you don't want to. It's gonna be your punishment. Like, you know what I mean? You've done a lot of fucked up things. Basically, he says you've done a lot of fucked up shit in your life. You're gonna spend the rest of your life fixing them.
What happened to? I don't even know the name of the Demon King, or what's his name?
The Night King.
The Night King.
Yeah.
Like,
you want me to
spoil?
Okay.
I already know the ending.
So basically, what happens is the Night King gets through the wall. So
that's an epic episode.
A more epic thing actually is at one point they all, like, Jon Snow and a group of guys go to the north to capture one of the zombies, basically, to take it down to King's Landing to show Cersei, like, hey, we might be not friends, but we need to unite to fight these crazy fuckers.
Yep.
As they were doing that, they got stranded. Basically, they're in a lake, and it was a frozen lake, and they all ended up on this island, all the living, and the lake broke, so they were just surrounded by all the dead. And the dead were just waiting to get to them, but they don't know how to swim, so they're just standing around the lake, and they're on this little island. There's like 8 guys on the island. The lake freezes over, and all of a sudden the dead start rushing. Just then Daenerys comes swooping in with her 3 dragons, starts torching the dead, whatever. The Night King takes this ice spear and just fucking javelins one of the fucking dragons, kills it. Boom, dead, lands in the lake.
Yeah.
Fucking done.
Water?
Yeah, well, he
was on land.
Oh, okay.
So he was on like a mount, like a cliffside. He fucking nails it, kills it, goes in the water. Daenerys freaks out. They end up leaving Jon Snow behind. He ends up surviving though. But she grabs everybody, dips out on the dragon, and Jon's uncle ends up coming and saving him, whatever. But at the end of the episode, you see all these fucking zombies all of a sudden dragging chains into the water, and everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? They drag out the dead dragon, and he brings the dragon back to life. Now he has a dragon. So the next episode's later.
That was like the end of the season, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That was toward the end of the.
One more episode. So the next episode, he's flying around on a dragon up in the north, an ice dragon. The dead approaches the wall, and they just stop. All the Night's Watch is looking, and they can see all the dead just lining up along the wall, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And all of a sudden, the dragon comes out of nowhere and just explodes the fucking wall, dude. Brings that fucker down. Kills pretty much all the Night's Watch except like the main guys.
Yeah.
They escape. Blast this big ass hole in the wall, and the dead start marching to the fucking to Winterfell. And that was the end of the previous season.
Holy.
Yeah. So this season starts up. They basically, the dead's marching to Winterfell, and then when they're fighting, was it? Wait, what? What did my mom say?
We may have defeated them, but we still have us to. We still have us to contend with. Oh, the line that she says to him, is that the line she says to Jon Snow?
No, that's not.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, so they end up marching on Winterfell. Jaime goes up to Winterfell. They work out a treaty when they bring the zombie to King's Landing. Okay. And Cersei agrees that she's gonna send her fucking troops up north or whatever to help them fight. So they go back up north and they're preparing to fight the Night King that's coming. And Jaime's like preparing the armies to go, and Cersei's like, "No, fuck that. I was just lying to him. I'm not sending the armies." And Jaime's like, "What the fuck? I said I'm fighting for the living." So Jaime goes by himself and fights with the Starks.
Yep.
And
Lannister.
Yeah, and they end up beating the Night King. So they lure the Night King. Bran tells him, "Hey, I know the Night King's after me. I'm gonna use myself as bait. I'm gonna wait in this little area where they have those weird trees." Mm-hmm. So he's waiting over there, and the Night King finally he's pretty much fucking destroying Winterfell. Okay, destroying Winterfell, wipes out the Dothraki, just wiping out people. Walks up right to Bran. This is like the end of the episode. Everyone's basically on piles of the dead. And like you got Tormund, Giant's Bane, and Brienne of Tarth all fighting, and they're just literally on mountains of bodies.
Holy.
And they're just fighting for their life. And the Night King's just about to fucking grab Bran, and out of nowhere you just fucking hear a scream. The Night King turns around, and it's Arya flying. Arya's flying through the fucking air with a knife, and with the Valyrian steel knife. The Night King fucking grabs her by the throat, dude. He has her by the throat, and he's holding her hand that has a knife. and she does this fucking crossover move. You'd appreciate this. She drops the knife, catches it with the hand he's not holding, and fucking shanks him. And he explodes into ice, and all the fucking dead just fall. As like everybody was just about to like just be murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. So Arya's the savior and the murderer of the killer of the Night King. Holy. Little girl, yeah.
It was like a meme. Everybody doing the meme where she's like holding a knife up here, and then you catch it and you stab.
Yeah.
Like that was like the meme for a week.
I probably seen it. Had no idea what it meant.
Well, yeah, Arya turns out to be a badass.
She's a bad bitch.
She turns out to be like a. She goes to the.
So she basically runs away from King's Landing and all that, and then she ends up in Essos, which is like the land, of, the other continent.
Or Sergio, right?
And
Sergio
she trains as an assassin with the Faceless Men. Basically, they can steal anybody's identity that they kill. So like if they were to kill like Chris, they can cut Chris's face off and be Chris.
Yeah.
And mimic his voice and everything. So she can do all this crazy shit. So you haven't even seen the Red Wedding or anything. There's so much. There's so much.
Don't even get there. Yeah,
just finish it. You'll like the show. You can still finish it.
Yeah, even though we've kind of spoiled the ending for you, it's still like a great story.
Yeah.
The whole way through. And that's the whole thing is. That's why so many people are disappointed because the story is so great. It's been built up to this point, and it just 6 episodes was what the fuck.
Wow,
not enough.
Yeah, not enough. I'm like a crackhead. I just want more.
Oh man, I felt like I watched the whole show.
Bro, I read so many I would read all the fucking fan art articles and shit, like all the theories.
There's so much speculation going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably catch it one of these times for sure.
Dude, just load it up on your iPad or whatever. Just watch it on your plane rides, bro. I know you take a lot of plane rides, so
yeah, for sure. I'll be watching all the films that be on it. I'll be watching some anything. I think I watched Mary Poppins. Yeah, just to kill the time, right?
Chris, don't tease Mary Poppins. That's Chris's favorite movie.
Did you see the new one? It was
great.
I
saw the new one. It was really good.
Yeah,
I saw that in Bumblebee on the way here.
Oh yeah.
I remember when it came out, Chris was like all stoked. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to see Mary Poppins." I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" He goes, "It was my favorite movie as a kid."
Yeah, man.
Chris loves Mary Poppins.
When I was a kid,
introduced me to Mary Poppins.
Oh yeah.
Shirley Temple, all those.
My grandparents, like when I would go over to their house, they would babysit me, when I was a kid, and they would put on Mary Poppins, and I'd be good for a good 2.5 hours, just watching Mary Poppins.
Yeah, definite.
They were just like, yeah, let's just put him in the other room with Mary Poppins, and I'm just dancing around supercalifragilistic. Yeah,
Dumbo coming on next. We used to have all the Disney movies.
Yeah.
We used to collect them.
When I would go to the
Little Giants,
I would go to the Big Island for the summer, right? So me and my brother and my cousin Russell would always be hanging out. You know what movie we'd watch all the time at my grandparents' house?
What?
Total Recall. Be like, dude, just fast forward to the part with the chick with the 3 boobs.
Yeah.
That shit kind of freaked me out, especially when they landed on the dirt and they're just
and their eyeballs are popping out.
Yeah, that was the freakiest part. Where
Dude,
just like,
I like that movie. Total Recall, I thought it was a cool movie, man. I thought it was interesting. Like people are living on Mars. Cohagen's got the Cohagen, give the people the air. You know what I mean? You gotta give them the air, man. They need to breathe.
Yeah. That movie was dope for sure.
Oh shit, dude. The remake was terrible, but the original was funny. It was good.
I watched the remake. I liked the cinematography of it, but the story was boring as fuck, dude.
Who was it? Colin Farrell or something?
It was way too long. It was. What's his name? Indiana Jones. Fucking.
It was Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Yeah, he was in it.
But he wasn't.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Blade Runner. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It was. I'm pretty sure it was Colin Farrell or something.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Blade Runner. Blade Runner. The new one,
terrible
shit, dude.
Is your mom calling you?
I don't know. I
thought I heard her say Chris.
I was gonna say the cinematography was great, like the environments and everything like that was super fucking cool, but the movie was like dragged and dragged and dragged. It was just like, the main character walking through these long CGI, amazing. Yep. I get what they were trying to do because the scenery was just amazing. But it's literally like the character walking through the scenery for like 20 fucking minutes before he happens to come across another character that's relevant to the fucking story.
Yeah, see, the first Total Recall, was like, boom, boom, there's things happening one after the other. Like his girlfriend was coming in and beating him up, and
it's an action movie. Like,
it was Arnold, bro.
Get it over with.
Speaking of Arnold, did you see what happened to him recently in South Africa?
Oh, We Break the Wheel Together. Was that what it was?
No, that wasn't. I'm gonna rewatch it and I'll bring it up next week. But
Break the Wheel thing. Was a big thing.
No, Arnold. I guess Arnold was in South Africa this past week doing like some event for like jump rope for heart or whatever.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, he's like filming like the kids jump roping and stuff. Out of nowhere, some guy just comes running and drop kicks him in the back. And he goes like, he gets drop kicked in the back. The guy goes on the ground. I don't know what happened to Arnold. He went out of frame, but
was he good after that?
He was fine.
I mean, the guy's like the guy's a beast, but he's still in his 60s. You know what I mean?
Hurt anyone?
Yeah.
Whiplash,
Unexpectedly getting drop kicked in the spine.
What happened to the guy?
I don't know. Like
they arrested him.
Yeah, they ended up arresting him probably,
Yeah.
but
Arnold was fine. He was okay. He was just
he's
like
a Terminator, bro.
he was just like that was kind of weird, but whatever. There's crazy people out there. Like he was nonchalant about the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
But
nuts.
that dude got arrested. But yeah, seriously, he's just like Instagramming himself, and then some dude just comes up and drop kicks him in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to get his name out there or something.
I don't know what it was about. Like, there's really no like. Why are you beating up Arnold
what has Arnold
Schwarzenegger?
done
I mean, he didn't do shit. You know. Except
Anything
made
to get on
awesome
TV, that's-
movies.
Yeah.
Except kill the fucking Predator. I mean, like what?
The Predator. I used to watch.
So did Danny Glover.
Yeah. That shit. Want some candy?
Dude, I love the Predator movies. Those are good movies.
Predator versus Aliens too. Like
Yeah, anything Predator, I'm into it. Like when I was a kid going to Big Island for summers, me and my cousins were all into the Predator, and we would watch the Predator. And my grandpa had this huge, like almost an acre property, and it was all wooded. So we'd go in the woods, and fucking one person was the Predator, the rest of us were just throwing sticks at him, trying to kill him. It's good times, man. It's good times.
he had that one like Ninja Star where it was like
the disc. It was like the disc, and you'd hold it like that. Yeah, it was like
go through the trees and everything.
go through everything. I remember when he was in the meat packing plant in Predator 2, he throws it and he goes through like all the fucking carcasses. Yeah, that shit was pretty
And then it goes
badass.
through the guy's body, and then it's just like blood everywhere.
And the guy's body just falls in half. Fucking awesome.
The Predator, the Alien versus Predator, when they were hunting the aliens, right?
Yeah.
What movie was that one? Was
there was one.
There's a couple of them.
There was one where it was like a tournament, basically.
What up? How you doing, Derek?
There was like the Predators had captured all different types of species
Nice
and
to
put
see
them
you
on the
again, bro.
same planet.
It was like a game reserve.
And it was it was like a game reserve.
And then
the Predators
wasn't
had to kill them.
Topher Grace was like the one that survived. He was like the serial killer, and everyone thought he was like a nerd that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, there was like the crazy
and he had like
Asian
all these
samurai
chemicals,
dude.
and he was like he just was killing people. Like he was a serial killer.
They were just like top assassins from
from
Earth or whatever,
Yeah,
and they
was-
brought them all to that planet. There was like some
that
crazy
was the fucked up one. They
Yakuza
had the
guy.
dogs. They had the fucking predator dogs. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, that movie was nuts.
Yeah. They're all good. I haven't seen the newest one where they have supposedly like the super predator.
Yeah,
He's like 8 feet tall or what? He's like huge, and he's like the predator of predators. Because the predators fight each other too.
Yep.
To be like the top guy,
predator,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So he's like he fucks everybody up apparently. But I haven't seen the newest one yet. It was called Predators with an S.
I remember they had video games too. Like
I never
arcade
played
games.
I never. They had the shooting game, I think, where it's like
Well,
the
there was Alien
game.
versus
Yeah,
Predator. Alien versus Predator was actually a pretty good game too, but
Yeah.
that was like a long time ago. That was
I
at
used to like
least-
being the alien, and I would crawl on the ceiling.
I think I was.
And
in-
I would run over people and fucking tail whip them and fucking kill them.
Yeah.
With
whip
the
'em in
acid.
No, I would crawl on the ceiling because you could be alien, a predator, or a human, right?
Yep.
And it was like an online first-person shooter game. And the alien couldn't really do anything but hit people with the tail. But like one fucking good hit, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
So I would hide on the ceilings, and when people would come in the room, I'd fucking whack them with the tail, dude. They didn't like that.
It was like Call of Duty running up.
It
and
was
hitting
exactly,
them in
yeah.
the back
With
of
the
head.
knife, the
Oh, yeah,
tactical
the
knife. Yeah. Same thing.
The aliens were the only ones who could climb on the ceiling,
And they're
so it was
fast,
like,
too.
yeah,
They were
they're-
faster. But they had no weapons, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
All stealth.
yeah. Just got to be sneaky and just be like, bah! Gotcha, bitch.
Like you got to check out that Shinobi movie. Like all these guys had crazy powers. So the prince, he had this power where he'll put a big dome over it, the whole area, and everybody slows down. And he's the only one going through all of them and just slashing.
Oh, so he can like time warp in a bubble,
Yeah.
basically? That's cool.
It was nuts. And then his girlfriend, she was a.
This was a movie?
Yeah, Shinobi. Check it
If
out.
you-
It's an anime, you were saying?
No,
or-
it's
live
all,
action?
It's all in Japanese and it's a live action. So
with real people and shit.
If you could have a superpower, Sean, what would it be?
oh, it would probably be flight for sure.
You already have that, motherfucker.
Yeah,
More so than us, for
I
sure.
want to fly higher.
By the time I'm 40, I'm only slapping the bottom of the backboard.
Hey, if I can still touch the rim, you'll be dunking till you're 80, bro.
Well, me and my brother have a deal like every year until we're 40. We have to
Who
do
can
one
dunk?
So we're gonna see who can
Who
dunk
can
anymore
dunk
first.
at 40?
Oh man,
It's gonna be
It's
it's gonna
not-
be a thing. It's gonna be like white man can't jump one
Well,
day.
JR's got the
gonna be
height
like-
advantage, but he's
One of you
also
are gonna be able to do
bulkier,
it.
You know what I mean?
So we'll see, but he's still dunking though, for sure.
But who works out more? I'm assuming it's you.
For sure.
Yeah, so you got the edge on him there.
Oh.
You got the edge on him there. I'm gonna put my money. Plus, you're the younger one.
We'll keep pushing each other, and
Yeah.
then when he gets 40, I'm like,
That's
"All
what I'm
right,
saying.
time."
One day it's gonna be white man can't jump, and then
What do
it's
you
gonna
guys-
be like? Somebody's
One-
gonna be
you guys
Woody
are only 1
Harrelson.
year apart, right?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be Woody Harrelson. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna be Wesley Snipes,
For sure.
and it's gonna be like,
Those are two great characters.
yeah, I know.
Dude, that's a great
I
movie
love
too, by
that
the way.
movie.
White
Yeah,
Man
I
Can't
love
Jump.
that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate the fact that it's true, but you know.
He's coming off the transit line, and Wesley's like, I'll take that white boy over there.
Yeah,
All right, yeah,
Stretching.
You
Such a hustle. Then he had like the fucking neon, like high shorts with the fucking goofy 5-panel cap.
He was a hero.
Dude,
Oh man.
man,
Sunset Park and all
Yeah.
those movies like that.
That
He
was-
got game.
dude. What was the girl from the movie? Woody Harrelson's chick. I could never stand her
Rosie
voice.
Perez.
Yeah,
Rosie
I could never stand her voice, dude.
Yeah.
Billy,
Billy, don't you know we could do that? Like, oh my god.
what are you doing with the money?
Take it down an octave. Just one octave. You know.
So stupid.
She used to sing too, right? Wasn't she a singer?
Really? I don't
think
know.
So. I think before she was an actor, she was a singer.
Was she?
I think so.
I don't know.
We might have to Google that.
Yeah.
That may
Google
be a
Rosie Perez singing.
No, I didn't call you fat, JR. I just said you're bulkier. Like he has a. Yeah, you're fatter than your brother. That's what I'm saying. Sorry. You're still skinnier than
where's
me,
that
though,
rim
bro.
shot?
You're still skinnier than me. So hey, there you go.
Shots fired.
Shit, man. Oh,
I'm gonna use the bathroom. And break
go
the
do your
sip.
thing, bro. Do your thing. We're probably gonna wrap this up in a little bit. What are we at? 3 hours?
Yeah,
Chris,
we
you
can start wrapping.
got anything you want to talk about?
No, I just want to get through Game of Thrones mostly.
I mean, I think we pretty much
Everything else is just kind of
one-on-one. Dude, you'll kill me at one-on-one. I'm not even trying to fucking look like a dickhead. What, one-on-one, who's the fattest? I'm gonna win that. Okay, my mom's doing her due diligence here. She was saying her and John now know what is good and they have to show the rest. Yeah, that's what she was talking. Basically, she was trying to impart that she knows what's best for the world.
She went back to the episode and watched that.
She did. She probably did.
Guaranteed.
Like, thank you, Mom. I appreciate you doing my fact checking. But basically, what it is she was saying that she knows what's best for the whole world.
Sure.
And shit, I missed the GOT talk. You did, but that's okay. We don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't seen it. But basically, what she was telling John is she was saying, we know it's good. We know it's good for everybody. And that's what a fucking tyrant says.
And he's like, how can you know what's good for everybody without them saying anything?
Yeah.
Basically, if they don't have their input, how can you say what's good for everybody else?
Right.
You know, and she's like, just because I know, because I'm the shit.
Yeah. So she thought she knew what's best for the whole world, and that's when John, I saw in his face, he was like, "Fuck, Tyrion was right. I gotta kill her. I gotta kill this bitch."
I don't think he came in there with the intention of killing her, but just he needed to hear it from her.
Yeah, I don't think he went in there with the intention of killing her, but once she said what she was saying, as like she knows best for the world, he's like, "Damn, you're sounding like a tyrant."
I mean, she kind of went into like a psychotic mode. It's kind of like when you have that like 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
With people where it's just like nothing I can do is wrong.
What's up, LaBelle?
Everything I do is right. And she had that look in her eye, just like, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. And it's kind of like that look, like
It's
you're
like, no,
"Oh,
bitch, you just
you're
burned
fucking
down this
crazy."
whole
Yeah.
city.
You just like killed so many.
And he's like,
innocent
"Have you
fucking
been
people."
down there? Have you seen the kids that are burnt?"
Yeah.
And then she goes, "What she said? People have been using that against me." Because you remember when her dragon burned a kid,
she used them against her.
She was devastated when when the guy brought her the bones of her daughter. She was devastated. She locked her dragons up. You remember?
Right.
And now she went from that to being like, oh, I'll kill kids if I have to. You know what I mean? Like that, she had a breaking point, basically. Not too much. Got the team Sonic Racing, and I bought the Sonic Pop statue. Nice.
Oh, how do you like the Team Sonic Racing? I heard that got some good reviews.
Are they trying to make a Mario Kart?
I've never
Like a
played.
version?
I've never played that game, so I don't.
Never
know,
played
but
Mario Kart?
Oh, Mario Kart, yeah.
Fucking, I was gonna say, I'm
great.
pretty sure I've spent hours with you playing Mario Kart.
But I mean, a lot of people. I've seen people on Twitter talking about Team Sonic Racing. So
She says she loves it.
A lot of people say it's good.
Right on, right on, right on.
Derek says, "I don't understand how Drogon knew to destroy the throne. He so intuitive that he understood the throne was the genesis of the downfall."
You know, those dragons, they're smart, bro. They're smart dragons. I don't know. But he obviously sensed, I guess. I mean, it just goes with the story. A dragon created it, a dragon needs to destroy it.
I mean, the dragon had the intuitiveness to know that what he just did by
ruins
killing
everything.
all those people, maybe the dragon felt something too. I don't know. Maybe the dragon knew what he did was wrong. That's the whole thing with it being done in 6 fucking episodes.
We know
is you don't
nothing. We know nothing.
I would assume the dragon's super intelligent. That's all I can assume is just
You know
based
what
on
I want to
watch, but-
what I want to say to the writers of the show for quitting on us.
I know.
Why don't you shut your goddamn mouth for once and go home and fuck your wife in the face?
That's what I gotta fucking say. I'm really liking these cartoon animations, guys. These are a lot of fun.
Yeah, pop some of those up for LaBelle and Derek now that they're here.
You guys want what is that? You guys want to see some of this shit? Some of this new shit I'm doing? Watch out for Ron.
Oh, this is awkward.
Hey, baby.
That's the last time you'll slap your willy around.
All right, you guys ready? Wrap this up. Maybe do a shot.
Get riggedy wrecked, son!
Derek says they shouldn't have accepted the Star Wars deal. If they hadn't, they would have received the full final season. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
The writers quit. Which, you know what? Nobody likes a fucking quitter. Okay, I'm telling you right now.
Nope.
Do your due diligence. Do your fucking job. I get you've been working hard for 8 fucking seasons.
Oh, they've
on
been
this
working
show.
hard. They've been working hard on a fucking popular show.
It's a
fucking
lot of
makes
work,
millions of
okay?
dollars.
I don't give a fuck.
Stupid fucking idiot.
But here's the thing. You see things through to the end. That tells me a lot about your character. Is if you see shit through to the end. And I don't.
Be a lot cooler if they did.
I don't feel like they finished it through to the end. Even if you're so sick of your fucking job, if you're the better person,
I agree with you, Derek.
Sometimes you just got to be like, hey, I'm gonna push on through. I'm not gonna fuck over everybody else that will get fucked over by my decision, or that will be left behind because of my decision. I don't want to burn bridges. I don't want to do that, right? Like you go, hey, I'm gonna finish the job. Once this is done,
I'll move on
then
to the
I'm
next
fucking
thing.
out.
Yeah.
Then I'm fucking out. You know what I mean?
But they
That's
didn't
what
finish
people
it.
with good character. But I feel like they were just like, we're done. 6 episodes. We're gonna fucking finish it, and we're fucking out. And it's kind of like, I don't know. It just for your final season, fine, make it the final season.
Yeah.
But
in the
fucking
same effort.
give every
Make the same effort you made the
But
previous
in the
seasons.
same
Exactly.
What the fuck,
sure.
dude?
Exactly.
You started
Definitely.
something so awesome, and really, you're not gonna put that into the last fucking season you ever had, like.
And it's not. I don't think they. It's not that they didn't try hard. It's just they
It's rushed.
they tried hard to get everything in as minimal episodes as they possibly could.
Do 8 episodes.
I would have been happier with 8.
8 would have been fine.
I wonder how long
8
it
would have
takes
been
to do
fine.
one.
Well, they took a whole year off to shoot 6 episodes.
Wow.
Like
6.
usually it's one every year, right?
Yep.
They took a whole year off. We waited a year for an episode for more than a year.
6 wasn't enough.
And
Everybody
6
knew
wasn't
that.
enough.
Everybody
Dude,
knew
sorry.
that. They fucking knew that. The actors fucking knew that. They said it in interviews.
Yeah.
They were just like, I don't know, man. 6 episodes. That's it.
Well, Sophie Turner, Sansa was talking shit about everybody, basically petitioning
I
the
think-
last season because there's over 1 million signatures on a petition for them to remake this last season.
Holy.
Yeah, over a million.
Yeah.
It's HBO's biggest money maker ever, so they were all in for counting on this as long as possible, for sure. And we were talking about that earlier. HBO said, you can do this as long as you want. We'll pay. We're good. But
I'm with Derek, dude.
I'm with Derek
you.
too.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah,
it feels like they just kind of short timers attituded that fucking last season, bro. And they were
those
just like,
fucking
"Peace
writers,
out."
man. You know, this is what I gotta say to them.
Everyone can eat shit. Big bag of shit.
And I think Sophie Turner was just coming from the standpoint of like, oh, everybody's dissing our hard work and blah blah blah. Hey, I have nothing against the actors or the quality of acting or the story. Like the way
Morris
they
says he's glad it's over and he
played
doesn't
out
have to
these-
hear about it. I wonder how many people canceled their HBO subscriptions on Sunday. Probably at least I'd say a good 30% of people.
And that's
probably
another reason for
canceled.
HBO to be pissed too.
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
they could have people for 2 more weeks. I don't know. Disappointing way to. I mean, I'm not. It wasn't bad, but it was.
It wasn't as good as it could have been.
It didn't live up to what it
Yeah.
should have been.
Yep.
That's all.
I agree.
Oh, this is awkward.
That last episode kind of just capped everything off. It's just like, this person's going this way. This person's going that way. This person's going that way. Bran's the king. Okay. Fucking Tyrion's the
And it
hand of
wasn't
the
even
king
like
instead of-
really. It wasn't even really like. They didn't build like a. They're just like, hey, where are you going? Oh, I'm going over there. Oh, what about you? Oh, I'm going. That was literally like the end of the
It's
show.
like, you're going to the wall. You're dead. Okay, fine. You're going to the wall.
They didn't break.
Arya's going to Christopher Columbus,
Yeah.
finding a new fucking land.
Yeah, there wasn't very like
Sansa's the
subtle.
queen of
They
the
just did
north.
these quick cut scenes like this person's going here, this person's going here.
Like literally
And,
all these
see ya.
decisions
I
are
was like,
made
motherfucker.
within like the last 30 minutes of the episode. It's just
Yeah.
like, this is what everybody's
Yeah.
doing.
You could tell we're filling up minutes when you saw 3 minutes of Tyrion straightening chairs for his council. Yeah. That was a weird episode, and everyone. That was weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Well, I get the point of the scene.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was trying to like make it like official. So he's like the hand of the king now, right? And then he's got this. He's taking his job like seriously. So he sets up all the chairs all nice and like conformed, and everything looks nice and neat. And of course, his crew that rolls up in there and just like
sliding.
pulls all the chairs out, just like throws them around, and just like
They're all sitting.
they're all
NWA
just
style
like
of
yeah, just like okay, this is not
Bunch of cutthroats and
Yeah.
shit in there.
bronze
Let's
there,
talk.
and yeah.
But
That was a great scene. I liked that scene though. That was funny. I liked it. It was just like that's the kind of guys Tyrion.
I like that Bronze.
Needs.
Bronze like the. I thought it was funny when they're all like saying their titles and like talking in third person.
Yeah.
They're like, well, the master of coin doesn't think the master of ships, and they're like, because they're all proud of their new. They just all got new titles, and they're just like keep fucking saying. I thought it was funny, but
It was more
Like-
sarcastic than anything.
yeah, they're
you
just
know?
being
They're
smart
like-
asses to each other. Which
Well, the
That's
master
how
of
I'd-
ships can't build
Yeah.
ships without the
The
master of coin giving us money.
yeah.
Well, the master of coin can't make us money unless we got brothels again.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
So Brown was like, yeah, as the master of coin, I think we should first thing we
Bring
need to
the
do is we need to rebuild the brothels. Is what he's saying.
Oh, wow. You gotta keep everybody happy.
yeah.
That's true. But I mean, it's over, man. It's over.
It's the writers made sure of that.
Tear. It's over. Yep. But you know what's not over is this show until we do a shot. You want to do one with us to close the show?
I don't even know if I can last through one, but yeah, let's do it.
Well, just one. And
Just one.
That's it. We're gonna wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
All right. Sean's gonna do one. He's gonna do one.
Hey, props for lasting through the whole show, man. Like
Yeah.
we do the 3-hour thing. A lot of people are like, "Holy fuck,
Yeah.
man! How long we been talking for now?"
Flies by.
But you
was
made
good.
it. You made it.
Pour me a here. This is for Sean.
Give me the glasses.
You want a Coke?
Just pour me a small.
You want a
man.
Coke? Grab a Coke
Yes,
from
please.
the fridge.
Definitely. I'm a total lightweight.
Me too,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll
I'd
give you
take
a-
chasers.
give
Just
you
give
a-
him a half shot.
Yeah, I'll give
There
you
you
a
go.
halfie.
Sorry, everyone.
All right, guys. If you got your shot emotes, put them in the chat. Put them up.
Braun the Broken, the motherfucker who didn't do shit the entire fucking last season except for lure the Night King to his death.
Which wasn't even epic. Ranch. Oh, Morris, you must know our friend Trey. He put up the ranch emote.
The ranch. Oh, yeah. That brings it back. Thank you.
He's the only guy I ever knew to call it that.
Hoku Kaipo.
They started that?
Yeah. I don't know who started it, but we saw say it for sure.
Ranchin'? Yeah. I was always hear what you call trade. That's where I heard it from.
I heard Dr. Phil sends people to the ranch.
Different kind of ranch, bro.
Appreciate you.
Hey, thank you so much, Sean, for being on the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on
Such an
tonight,
awesome
man. It's
story, bro.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well and see what you're doing.
It's an inspirational story, man.
It's been
Following your dreams, guys.
I literally haven't seen you since high school, so it's a long, arduous journey you've been through since I last saw you. So, but I'm happy
fellas.
for you, man.
Likewise.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, bro. Keep living the dream. Cheers. Ah. All right. Woo.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you good?
But this shit, I'm out.
He's good. He's good.
All right, guys, we want to thank you guys for joining us on Inappropriate Bar Talk tonight. My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
We want to thank Rashaun for joining us on the podcast tonight. It's been fucking amazing.
Yes, it has.
Again, you can watch us here on twitch.tv/Inappropriate Bar Talk every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Hawaiian time. You can also follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk and on Twitter at IBT Podcasts. You can also check out our beer blogs on, where's it at, Tony?
At inappropriatebartalk.com, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
/blog. Check that out. Check out our merch on our website, on streamlabs.com/inappropriatebartalk. And also join our Discord through the link down below. We want to thank you guys for joining us all tonight. We appreciate you. Love you a long time. We'll see you all next week. Mahalo.
Thanks to Sean again. Until next time, guys. Peace. Aloha.